Good morning, and welcome back to Rise and Shine College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, and if you love college football, you know you're in the right place. So before you forget, smash that red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame college football. Welcome to the show, everybody, or one person anyway. Brandon, welcome into the show. My co-host for Mondays, Mike Boganowski Sr. We're both rocking the orange and black today for our old school. My high school team, his is for his squad back in San Diego.
We did not coordinate this. This was not coordinated.
It was not coordinated, but it is cute and all. Black Monday. What a rough day. We got 10 folks in here. You got to check in when you get in. Make sure you wipe your feet as well. Drewski. What's up, my guy? Welcome into the show. Happy Monday. Come on now. Talk to us. Got to get in here. You know what we're about to be talking about. Come on. All right.
Going down.
Yeah, we got to do it.
I got a couple great stories for you.
Got to bring the shit. There's some great stories coming.
Don't want to miss
it. I need to put these. Maybe this is it. It could be because I didn't finish I didn't do some keywords that I needed to have probably in there. Hold on one second. I'll make sure we get this right at least. But yeah, welcome in everybody. My guys love the show. Let's get it one more sooner. Hurts to see us like this, but we got to stay in the fight. Morning, Jason, Big Bog. I got the IDS. Welcome in, gentlemen. Clem and Agate. We'll just call you Agate. All right. Yeah, it's tough, Clem. You're not wrong. This is a tough day for anytime you lose a football game or you watch your favorite team get beat, it sucks. It really sucks whenever you have the game in hand, 2 minutes left, and not only do you lose, but you lose in regulation. What a deal. About every way that you could possibly lose a fucking football game, you have this year. Steak ass cat, good morning. Good morning to you. Good to see my guy. Yes, of course. We appreciate you guys coming in. Brandon, all right. Bring us on in here, folks. Come on now. I'm going to do one more thing, and then we better have everybody in here. Hey, speaking of this, though, hell, we might as well just go ahead and get right in and everything that went on post-game, pre-game, all the other bullshit that's been going on. I mean, hell, you had apparently Coach Venables didn't go over and shake Drink's hand as is customary in the SEC in the start for the start of the game. It didn't do that. And then, of course, you had a former Sooner and a fellow alum that did his best he said it was personal. He came right over there in front of you guys at the game and was standing there. Was that a flag he was throwing in the air? What was that shit about?
Dude, I don't know what that was. It was like a little hand towel or like a little bandana looking thing. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, give us some good word. I would have it for 5 racks on a parlay. I think we covered the 3. Sick ain't the word. Sick ain't the word.
Yeah.
It's
hey man,
ridiculous.
That was a huge kick in the nuts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was telling my guy, I was like, bro, I smell, because they had us projected going to the Gasparilla Bowl down in Tampa. One of the predictions, and as soon as Billy scooped and scored, I was like, bro, I smell that ocean breeze. I was like, I feel it. Like it's like it's there.
I was on Big Trap's stream, or I wasn't on it, but I was in his comment section and yelled out Sooner Magic about that time, and then it magically fucking disappeared. So it was what it was. It was what it was.
Fucking tough football weekend,
yeah.
Poo magic.
Yeah, it was magical. All right, it was sucky. I tried to sleep it off yesterday. I guess I mean we got to talk about the whole thing anyway. But yeah, and just my damn opinion. This is our boy Shoddy. He's a former UGA wide receiver, played back in the Champ Bailey days.
Nice.
Yeah. Shoddy, you hating life, I guess too. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Nightmares of fumbles and tight end jet sweeps.
Dude,
The fucking
dude.
tight end. Everything that you needed fast guys to run, like your jet sweep and your tunnels and your all that shit around the line of scrimmage that you need a guy with quicks or something like that. We didn't have. We instead decided we were going to.
Brandon ain't fucking around, bro. He's coming in hot this morning, bro. Hey,
hot.
that damn tight end jet sweep. I tried to block that out and suppress that. I don't ever want to see that in my memory again, bro. That was terrible. God.
Brandon, and I was trying to grab Brandon's, not Sooner Cowboys. I don't want to hear a fucking thing about Rashad Samples, Sooner Cowboys. Not a fucking thing. Nightmares. Yeah, dude, it's just so bad. It's just so bad.
Dude, I love Panama City Beach.
Mm-hmm.
I love Panama City Beach.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go, hey, when I was living in Columbus, Georgia, dude, we used to go down there 2-3 times a year.
You can pretend you guys pretend that you made the bowl game and go to the beach anyways. Get that ocean breeze for you anyway. Hell, yeah. I think everybody deserves that shit. Yeah, tight end jet sweep. It was special. It was fucking special. No, he ain't fast. Shit, no, he ain't fast. No. And this is just a microcosm of the shit show that has been Oklahoma's offense this year. I will never live down when I said, I'm not worried about Oklahoma's offense. Over and over and over and over again. Fuck my life. I mean, for 25 years, you haven't had to worry about it. But apparently, you could probably throw it all away in 1 year. If they don't get the right guy, to come in here and run this offense and get it flipped immediately, you're fucked, man. Because you're going to stop.
You already seen what happens. You already seen what happens if you don't hire the right guy. This is what you get. This is what you get. So you can't compound that, right? You can't hire the wrong guy twice.
No, because
it's a wrap, bro. Everybody's gone. It's going to be a wrap. Everybody's gone. And nobody wants that. I don't want that. The kids don't want that. Nobody wants that.
I don't want it. I mean, nobody does want it, but
yeah,
Mike, and I don't want to, if you don't want to talk about this, we can fucking pun on it. But I'm telling you, you got to have some questions about the way that the games are fucking being handled. Situationally in crunch time, it just looks like we don't have a lot of ideas going on over there. $5 from Neilio. Good morning, Mr. Jason and Big Mike. Sorry to hear J City ran into a strong Derby High School squad Friday night also. Dude, oh, it has been a good weekend then, huh?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. A Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, just punched in the mouth, kicked in the nuts, and spit on. I mean, I kind of knew what was going to happen Friday night, but Saturday for real, and then how the Bucks lost on Sunday. Well, I barely got on Twitter. Dude. I barely got on Twitter. Yeah. I didn't get on Twitter after the game Saturday. I didn't get on Twitter all morning. Dude, I had to stay away, dude. I needed a little break, a little mental recovery day, dude. It was bad, dude. I was down bad.
Not wrong.
It sucked.
No, it's just terrible.
You know, I was gonna say something before I freaking got into talking about JC, but yeah, man, like Joe John, you know, the way that game was called and ran, like, you know, shit, dude, that was just a nail in the coffin for him. I think, like, that wasn't very good, bro. And you know, we got dudes that we're not utilizing, man. Like, I don't give a shit, freshmen. And like, dude, this is just me. You know what I mean? This is what I see and what I feel. And And I'm not trying to fire shots or anything, but dude, we gotta play dudes. I don't care what year they are, whatever what they're making in NIL. I gives a shit about that, dude. And
I don't care about that shit either. Come on now.
we gotta play, dude. I'm telling you something right now. The way that this Xavier Robinson's looking.
Oh my God, dude, why didn't it? This is the see though, but this is the thing that fucking gets me wound up though, is because he's running the fucking football for 8-9 yards a pop, and you don't fucking do it when you're trying to get to overtime. Why are you even throwing the football in that situation?
Dude, so I've heard a lot of scuttlebutt about that last minute. Um, I'm not mad at the decision to try, dude. Shit, that damn Zach Smith just kicked a 57-yarder, 56-yarder, and the son bitch was good for 65.
I don't mind if you go down and try to fucking score with a minute, but you don't put them in. You don't. Under no circumstances do you make a stupid fucking turnover play like that. Yeah. That's got to be that. Come on, man.
I mean,
I'm not telling you not go and be. You've got to go and be, strong on it, and you've got to go out there and try to attack. That's fine, but there's no way that Jackson Arnold goes into that game without Venables being in his fucking ear. Do not turn the fucking football over right here. If it ain't there, eat it. Get us to overtime. If it's there, go get it.
Yeah.
Come on.
That fumble play 100% should have just been in the third row before he took off scramble. You don't want to scramble right there, dude. We need to save ticks, and that's what he's doing right now, man. He is resorting to scrambling and using his legs. I rewatched the game last night. I summed up the intestinal fortitude to rewatch it. There's plays, man. That's all I'm going to say. There's plays, and he's not seeing it. And that's scar tissue from earlier in the year with the line not being very well and the line not being blocking very well in this game. Like he's not keeping his eyes up. And you look on the other side of the ball, and that freaking backup that looked like he was fucking doing that shit all year kept his eyes up, dude. We were tagging his ass. But that little son of a bitch just kept getting up and standing in the pocket and delivering the ball. And it's I've always said it, man. Some people got it and some people don't. And right now it looks like we ain't got it, at that aspect.
I think it's a fair question to ask here. Sooner Surge is asking it here is what was the consensus with the OU fans in the stands? Were people hoping to run the ball and get to overtime, or they wanting to throw and try to go score?
Well, yeah, I think everybody wanted to try to win the game. Obviously they don't want to. Nobody wants a fumble at that point. Nobody wants the fumble, scoop, and score. But here's how I look at it. Everybody wanted to go win the game. You know what I mean? Like nobody wanted that. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, dude. We had no business being in that game or even having a lead. You can't turn the ball over that many times and have a chance to win the game. And the shit happened again last night in the Detroit game. Like this Joker had 5 picks and they still won the game somehow. That's unbelievable to me. And we turned the ball, what was it, 4 times? Yeah. And I think they scored 21 points off those
lost.
Yep.
Fucking
six fumbles, lost 4 of them. But they scored 21 points off that. And before we had that big Xavier Robinson series where he just went ham and rushed for 10 yards a carry, it seemed like, bro, the time of possession was like 27 to like 15 or something like that. Our defense, I don't care how good your defense is. You can have the best defense in the world. When you're out there all game, Like they're gonna make a play or two on you, man. And
Yeah,
we do a better
well,
job of giving our defense a break.
Yeah, no doubt. And listen, I've been saying that. We were saying that the other night on K. Chris's show, and I'll just say this. Listen, that's the part of it that's frustrating about it for Brent Venables, though, is because this is why you go get a Brent Venables, is so that you can shut down that 2-minute drive.
Yeah, that I was shocked at that, dude. I was shocked.
And
I'd
it's
have bet
not
my
even, it
whole
wasn't
retirement
even,
check on that they wouldn't
I
doing
mean,
that.
they just parted like the Red Sea and they go down there and score like that. And to let Theo Weiss do it, which 2 touchdowns on the day for Theo, talking all that shit, you know.
They got some help now. I'm not so that third down incomplete pass where he threw it away, bro. They
Yeah.
called that flag on Woody Washington, and the dude.
Oh shit! What's up there, Big Marcus? What son looks like we got our boy stolen. What's up, my guy? Did you get back? Make it back all right, safely?
Yeah,
Apparently.
man, everybody got in good, bro. Yeah, just kind of one of them mornings like, you look at your coffee, you just say the hell with it. You just pour some damn bourbon over in it, One of them mornings, bro.
I'll tell you, I'm pretty close to telling you about something like similar to that, but I'll save it. I'll save it. We'll save that one. But yeah, you're not wrong. Rough weekend. Look, that's what we're just talking about too in here, and a lot of people got a lot of opinions and stuff like that. And I just wanted to say before we get started on if go too much further, you're not going to get me in the let's fire Brent Venables boat. All right, you're not doing it. I don't think it's the time to do it. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to ask the question, and it's fair. I think it is, because you have to concern yourself with the way that the end of the game is being handled, the way important parts of the game are being handled, just the management of the game. That's it. And I mean, I think it's a fair thing to ask. But I also think that, just like you said, when you've got the defenses that's doing what they're doing out there, I mean, Danny had 19 fucking tackles.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If you go look at outside of the big play, hell of a catch, the big play, and the help from the damn referees, man, you can't. Even though the guy fell down, bro, man, we can't blame the defense on this one. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I mean, they was out there for, look at the damn time of possession. I think I came on when Mike was talking about it. Man, it's unreal. You just can't blame those guys. I mean, they was out there for a long period of time. The kid made a hell of a catch, and then the flag on Woody Washington, where the hell that come from? That was some BS.
Bro, I don't know if I cut off right there, but I don't know what y'all heard, but the receiver stopped his route. Woody Washington come up and put his hands on him, and they threw that flag.
Man, it's just, I mean, go from the targeting with Burks. I mean, nothing was called in our way.
That one's bullshit for sure, because Burks definitely, I mean, that was targeting. They both hit him with their helmets.
Twice.
Yeah. He got targeted twice. To be honest with you. The last one just took his ass out. But I'm gonna say this, man. There's some things that has to be done. I'm not a coach. But I think everybody in the room, fans, coaches, players, everybody see what's in front of them, and everybody got to do better. Everybody got to do better. I think there's going to be some move changes. Be some guys, move around, because there's college football, and I think it's unfortunately. But I think there's college football. I don't see us keeping both of the quarterbacks. I hope we do. I hope we can get somebody in to work with Jackson. But I just, I don't know, man, because I think his development, has decreased a little bit by not having a quarterback coach. And having a quarterback coach for, man, 3 weeks is not going to help you when you'd have missed almost a whole year with it. That's just my opinion. I might be dead wrong, but It just. I think some of those things that you work on in practice, securing the ball, different things like that. Not saying that they don't, but
yeah, but to me, I don't know. When you come into it, I mean, Sooner Search said it in here a few minutes ago, and he was talking about you only had 69 passing yards going into that last drive. It's hard to say don't put that ball in the belly of your running back and get to fucking overtime.
Hey, where'd 43 of those passing yards come from?
I know. I'm aware.
Punter.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Punt. Unbelievable.
And another 20 of it, or not another 20. It was whatever that was to the touchdown. I mean, you also had Tatum that had the other throw.
I forgot about his throw.
I mean,
yep.
Guys, I mean, look, it's a shit show. And, we can sit here and talk about the offensive line if you want to. We can sit here and talk. I mean, and I'm here by middle of the second quarter going, I think he froze looking weird. I'm just going to leave that there because it's funny. But Big Bog froze his ass up right there.
Screenshot there. Hold on. Damn, I missed it.
That's all right. You go back and get it off the stream, man. You can go back and just go back.
That's great.
We'll mark that. We'll mark the time down. It's what, 21:50. I'll write that down so we make sure to go back and get that. Yeah. Oh shit. Froze over there with looking like he's got a happy face. So Spaghetti says. Oh boy. He was Clemson as a GA. Who are we talking about? BB's gonna hire that darn Tulane OC. That's what I've been hearing too. Listen, that BVOC, since he got away from that fucking high school head coach that got the head coaching job at Arkansas, has been really good. So I think that that's probably, it looks like that's where they're headed, Joe Craddock. So I don't know. If he brings that quarterback with him, it might not be a bad thing because, as you said, I don't think you keep both of them, and I don't know that you keep one. But that's the problem that you run into with stuff like this. When you have this bad of an offense, I don't care if you're Oklahoma. You don't get that many times of saying, hey, it was just a bad year, Now, you might be able to talk some people into it, but you better hold on to the rest of the crew if that's going to be the case. And to me, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right move or not, but we know this. Big Bo just said it. Oh hell, you can't get it wrong twice in a row, bro. Play the pups. And I've been saying play the pups for a while too. That's what I'm saying as far as the offensive line is concerned. I mean, when you start looking bad and he's obviously seeing ghosts, you might as well just go with the young guys. What are we waiting on? We saw your son, we saw what EPL did, driving the guy back 8 yards and then planting his ass into the ground. Yes, I know it's Maine, but he played with violence, and that's what we need.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The offensive line, you had some things that
it wasn't the big issue though.
It wasn't. Offensive line wasn't the issue Saturday.
No, it wasn't.
We actually, man, I think we could have ran the ball a little bit more.
I mean, as I said, Tatum was getting 8 yards a pop. 8 yards a pop.
Yeah, just my personal opinion. I'm not sitting in the booth, but just from what I'm looking at, I think we could have kept the ball on the ground a little bit more. But like I say, it's some things it's hurtful. That's number one. It's hurtful. And I feel for the kids. I feel for Coach Venables because he put so much into his team because he's that type of person. It's unfortunate, and some things got to change. I don't know how much of the offense is going to be overhauled from what coaches will be there. I mean, I felt like maybe a week ago that everybody would be there that he wanted to be there, but now you don't know how that's going to shape out. We just have to be ready for whoever comes in and get ready to go to work. That's kind of how I look at it, man. And talking to Isaiah, he's just ready to go to work. He just want to work. That's and it's not. I mean, everybody that mailed in the L's, man. The kids not mailing in L's, man. They want to win.
Of course you do.
Whatever the best
Well, yeah,
scenario.
it's easy for us fans to sit back here and bitch and talk shit and say, well, they're not going to win. And okay, you can do that. You can do that if you want. If you want to be negative Nancy and do it, you need to go out there and play, though, like it's your last play, because it could be.
Yep, that's exactly right. I mean, you talking about, Spencer Brown, he got 2 more games left, bro. Talking, he has 2. Both of those kids have 2 more games left. And if I was them, I would be putting everything on the damn line, bro. Because this is your only shot. You played against Mizzou, who had pretty good defensive front. You're going against Alabama and you're going against LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I felt like they played better. I think they're getting better. I mean, I hate it's this late in the year, but I think the offensive line is actually getting better, bro. And from what I'm saying from South Carolina, hell, they making everybody look like an ass since they played us.
Yeah.
I mean, just being truthful to you, about it. But that's when you got to pull your bootstraps up, man, and go to work. This is the time that you actually can get a true upset because nobody expecting you to win.
Yeah.
Nobody expecting you to win. LSU is out of it. They're done. I don't know who they play next.
Yeah, and you could. Hey, what kind of that would be some pretty good. That'd be a pretty good thing to do is to go and knock Alabama out of the playoff.
Oh yes. Now you got some. Now you can play. Definitely can play spoiler. Missouri wasn't getting in regardless. They're not getting in.
Not. You sure?
So now you got Alabama.
They've got. I don't know.
You got Alabama and you got LSU.
Mizzou's got how many losses? 2. They've got 2 losses.
Right. Hey, let's play spoiler.
Get in. Mizzou can still get in.
Oh yeah, that's right. They could. But who they got? Who they got left?
Let me pull it up.
I just think this schedule is really weak.
Oh hell!
There he is.
There he is. What's up, dog? Did you reboot her?
Dude, I had to. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm finna make a call here this afternoon. Is this how you treat your veterans on Veterans Day?
Yeah. By the way, happy Veterans Day, my man.
Happy Veterans Day. Like somebody's about to get.
Guys, man.
I'm about to chew somebody's ass. This is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Who did we just? Yeah, Mizzou can still make it in. I mean, they've got South Carolina, Mississippi State, Arkansas. South Carolina ought to beat their ass, though.
I think South Carolina a better football team.
Well, that's true. I mean,
if the quarterback is back,
notwithstanding Drink over there running his fucking mouth.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he was running that mouth talking shit about Coach Stoops even.
Yeah, what was that all about, man? Something that happened years ago or something?
No, he's something that was said this week. In fact, we'll hold on, let me pull it up. Drink. What a fucking clown that guy is, dude. What a fucking clown. How do you even Bob Stoops said he chuckled when he heard Eli Drinkwitz mention him in the post game. When asked if he had another reaction than chuckling, he said, not a bit. I guess. Keep following me on Twitter, I guess. I want to see this. Is it coming out yet? Come on now. All right, just a second. I'm going to pull this up real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead. What were you saying? I got to pull it up, so go ahead.
No, I was just Marcus Dupree just hit me up. He wanted to holler at me.
Tell him to come on the show, man. We'd love to hear from him.
We both finna get out of here. Our aunt passed away, so I'm finna get out of here, head down that way to a funeral, man. So yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right, here we go. Let me pull this. Damn it. What did I just do with it? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, this will be real disappointing to Bob Stoops.
Can you hear that?
He doesn't always whip Missouri's ass anymore. So with that, I'll open up for questions. Felt pretty good. I thought Coach Stoops did a nice job stirring it up this summer, and I thought their coaches did some stuff this summer that felt like they stirred it up a little bit with some tweets and different things. So our guys were ready. Yeah, this will be real disappointing to Bob.
Dude, here's the thing. You got lucky as hell, bro. the talk noise like that, dude. You got lucky. The punt we fumbled, 25-yard line. You don't even score.
I got nothing. And Boom Time, don't make me kick you out, bro. Don't make me kick you out saying stupid shit like that. Beamer, come on.
I see that.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. But I do hope that they beat on Missouri, but don't do that.
Yeah, I do too. I will be pulling for them in that game.
Sure. No doubt. Yeah, Drink thinking they have playoff chances crazy. Yeah, they should lose that one. Yeah, I mean they could easily lose. They could lose the Arkansas game. It wouldn't surprise you. It's a freaking rivalry game. You just never know. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that could happen.
It definitely could lose to Arkansas.
Yeah, no doubt.
Arkansas is one of those teams that, man, you don't know who you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Speaking of who you're gonna get, we got him back.
He's back.
Bro, you don't know. We don't know how long, bro. I'm like Alabama. I'm like Georgia. You just never know who's gonna show up and for how long.
Got to put some more quarters in it and pull the lever, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm on mobile. AT&T ain't failed me yet.
Okay. Well, there it is.
I can tell you what, I just got off the phone with a buddy of mine. He coaches up there at Oxford High School. Man, they still partying in Oxford right now, bro. Yeah, partying in Oxford.
I bet they are. I bet they're partying that ass off. Sipping Sooner. Happy Veterans Day to you too, my friend. Happy Veterans Day to you too. Appreciate it. Where are you at? Are you out on the road? Where are you at? You guys got to meet the Sipping Sooner. Have you ever seen the Sipping Sooner? He's the man.
No.
He's the man. He's been working a lot. He hadn't been able to put up his stuff as much this year. So, in fact, I don't know if he's made any content this fall, but I miss it. He's my dude. But man. Yeah, that cocky bastard. We just put up that stuff that Drink said about Coach Stoops. Had you seen that already?
No.
All right, watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna share it one more time.
Bob Stoops, but yeah, this will be real disappointing to Bob Stoops, but OU doesn't always whip Missouri's ass anymore. So with that, I'll open up for questions. Felt pretty good. I thought Coach Stoops did a nice job stirring it up this summer, and I thought their coaches did some stuff this summer that felt like they stirred it up a little bit with some tweets and different things. So our guys were ready. Yeah.
Dude, bro.
In other news, Drake still sucks.
Dude,
You still have 3 easy seasons. Clown motherfucker.
Dude, like here's the deal, bro. Like this dude act like he's the next coming of Saban or something. Bro, you ain't done nothing to be able to just like stop talk your shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like these dudes act like they've arrived. You know what I mean? And they're, got a little dynasty going on here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, y'all. Like, did they already forgot how bad they got dog walked by a couple of teams? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
crazy.
bad. It's so freaking bad that it's like
he's such a little punk too, though. Like, dude, he's the furthest thing from a tough guy football coach, bro. He's one of those dudes. You just beat their ass. You beat their ass, and they stand up. They talk shit. You beat their ass again. They stand up. They talk shit. You beat them up again. Like that's what he reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. No, you're wrong. Exactly, and that's the funny thing about it is that little motherfucker before the game, he was over there waiting for the traditional handshake pregame between him and Venables, and he never came. Venables did not go over there and shake his hand. This was a bad blood thing. Now, it sucks that you lost the game, but all this shit talking that was going on, and I want to go ahead and set you up before we lose you again, Big Mike, but talk to us about
I should be good, bro.
We'll throw it out. We're talking shit right now. This is the best time to do it, so go ahead.
Oh, hey, let's do it. Hey, so the crazy thing is they were sitting right to the right of Marcus and his wife.
Who's they?
They would be the Green family.
Okay.
Right. So prior to game, I didn't even know that they were there. Didn't even notice them. And they're sitting over there. And I think at that point I was over there sitting next to Marcus, and we were talking. And they're going through the starting lineups on the big screen, and Caden Green starting offensive guard. OU fans start booing, right? All of a sudden, I got this group of people stand up like on cue and just start talking shit to the OU crowd, turn around, flexing on them, trying to punk them. And, we're kind of, everybody's booing. And I was like, damn, why? In my head, I'm like, why are they sitting right there? Like, why would Oklahoma or why would Missouri sit them there? That's close, man. That's kind of like putting them in a danger, trying to start something. And then the starting lineups get done. And these cats get up, and the Green family, they get up and walk off and probably go to their seats. So they maliciously probably planted themselves right there just to be able to start some shit and cause some conflict when his name was called. And that was wild to me, bro. That was wild to me. But it doesn't end there. That's not the end of the story. The end of the story is after the game. All the parents are down there waiting by the buses, and you kind of got to walk down outside the stadium and walk down this little windy ramp to get down there. Well, it's a dead end down there. You can't go anywhere. It's not like you could just happen to be walking that way to go to your car and happen to pass by there. Like if you went down there, you got to turn around and walk all the way to this big ass ramp. So it wasn't like it was like, oops, we went the wrong way. Like that you're going down there to these buses. You can see it gated off. Well, we standing down there, and I hear some stuff, some commotion, and I turn around and I look behind. Here come the Green family again, walking right down through the OU parents, down by the OU buses where the players, parents, and coaches are. And they walk down to the end. They're there probably about 5-10 minutes. I hear a little bit of loud, mouthing off and stuff like that. And they turn around 10 minutes later and walk back by. And you're asking me, like, how do I know that this is the Caden Green family? Because they had Caden Green bedazzled 70 all over their stuff. You know what I mean? So that's how I know. But yeah, I find it really odd that they went out of their way that much to just to be able to talk a little shit. Like these people, that's dangerous, man.
As I said, they're not even the only ones. Look at the. I mean,
hey, here's what I'm saying. I'm glad that people that act like that and do that. I'm glad that they're on the other team. Like, don't get me wrong. We'll talk some shit. We'll do some shit, but we're not going out of our way and like planting ourselves. It's like premeditation. Right, they premeditated that shit before the game.
Yeah, dude. Benji, are you trying to get kicked out right now? Hell no, it ain't Arkansas. Artesia Bulldogs. That's where I went to high school, motherfucker. Hell no, it ain't Arkansas. Knock that shit off. That ain't funny. It's corny as shit. But yeah, and that is corny. And you're right. I'm glad they are too. What's up there, legend? No.
Yeah, it was. I've let me tell you something, man. I've seen a lot of wild shit at a lot of wild football games.
Yeah,
but that was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they wouldn't have pulled that. You know, they wouldn't have pulled that shit in Norman.
Dude, I don't know. I think they would have. Dude, they're bold, bro. They're bold, bro. Like, that's bold.
Hold on,
you know
though.
what I mean?
Those Yelps on there, the Yelp stuff. Okay, fine. You know what? From what we understand, that was also going on when he went to Oklahoma. That started for his parents, and it kept on going on the entire year that he was there because drinking them were putting pressure on them.
Yep.
So before we start getting pissy about what certain Oklahoma fans did, and I'm not gonna. Whoa, shit!
Damn. And you getting mad? You breaking shit?
This motherfucker, man. I got pissed off there for a second. All right, hold on. Before we start just going off about that, though, don't be ridiculous. What's up there, Ryman Lemon, my friend?
That's fake. That's misinformation. Disinformation.
What is?
the Yelp stuff and how long that's been going off. That just ain't Oklahoma, man. That was happening. I read up about that. I heard a lot about that.
Right. It was already happening. That's the whole point. And so you can't just sit there and talk about all that. Here, yeah, carry that for a second so I can get this.
Yeah, I feel like that was that's unfortunate. Like that's a line. That's a line that I'll never cross, and like where you trying to take money out of people's mouth and taking money out of their pocket. But yeah, that's I feel like that was debunked a while back when that whole thing was going on. For some reason, I don't know why, but I followed that extensively on Twitter when it was going on, and there was evidence of those Yelp comments, and I also, if I remember this correctly, I heard it was some of it was from Mizzou fans, burner accounts, starting that stuff, talking that shit. I heard it posing as Oklahoma fans. So that's what I heard, a lot of that. But hey, Marcus, did you hear what we was talking about?
No, man. I had a call come in, man. Now, what were you saying?
So I was talking about at the introductions and the starting lineup how Green's family planted himself over to the right of you, so they could get up and turn around and talk shit to all the OU fans when we started booing them on the starting lineups. And then I don't know if you noticed it, but after the game, where we were standing waiting for the players
I know
and everything, by the way,
about.
yeah, they come down and was strutting and waiting for somebody to talk some shit. What's your thoughts on that?
Nobody said anything to their asses. That's how important that you are. Nobody said nothing to them. I heard the deal what you was talking about, burner accounts. Who gives a shit? You moved on. Mm-hmm. You moved on. We're not upset with you. Who cares?
Yeah.
And I watched him get his ass whooped last night too.
He was getting that work from a couple different people.
He was getting that work for all the shit they were talking. He was getting that work the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing, bro. Mizzou acting like they dominated OU. No, you didn't dominate. Just look at it. Turnovers is the reason why we didn't win that football game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not protection of football is the reason why we didn't win that football game. It had nothing to do with you coming out, beating your chest, and beating our ass. It didn't happen like that.
No, it didn't.
So you can't sit up here. Yeah, you got the win. That's all you did. You got the win. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like you shooting pool and you didn't. Man, I'm solid.
Scratched on the 8-ball.
And you scratching on the fucking 8-ball. Motherfucker, that's all we did. We cleared the table. We just scratched on the fucking 8-ball.
Yeah.
That's what it was right there. That's what it was right there. Little toilet flushing right there. That's all that was, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we stressed on the 8-ball, motherfucker. You didn't do shit but sit there with the pool stick in your goddamn hand, watching me knock all the balls in the hole.
Yeah.
But you gonna walk around and say, I won. Yeah, you won, motherfucker. You won.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, man? Like that was tough, man. Like you know, we've always talked about it. You know, it can't get any worse. That was worse. That was worse Saturday night, bro. That was worse because not like we just came out and got our doors beat up, you know, the brakes beat off us in the first 3 minutes, like South Carolina. Like we had that. That was our game. I smelled the ocean breeze from the bowl game.
I felt it. I felt it, bro.
I smelled it, felt it. Like I was in shorts and flip flops. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple rum runners of my tire too.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. Hey, I was sitting there, man, and Mike, I'm gonna go and say that my wife had been coughing. You know, she had a little cough or whatever. And she hit that fireball, knocked all that out.
Cough gone.
Yeah, look. Hey, look, so check this out. She was like, dang. So we sitting up there at the game. You know what I had on me. So I poured in a freaking Coke. Man, she was feeling good. Everybody was feeling good. Then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
He picked that ball up, and it was like somebody just took the damn air and just sucked life out of you, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, wow, man, our look is just not good, man. You know,
bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Football been rough, man. Football has not been nice this year.
Yeah, it's probably been one of my roughest years from coaching, everything. This been the toughest it come, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Listen, man, if you like, I don't know why we got to convince you, Fatty 71. Use my Bama. I mean, bro, that's Alabama, bro. They coming to Norman.
That's Alabama, yeah.
Bro, I don't know how much convincing you need, bro, but I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be
turned. I'll be there. I mean, I'd like to be there. I'd like to be there. If somebody wants to donate a ticket.
I'm gonna be bent. I'm gonna be bent too. That's a night. It should be a night game. You know what I mean?
I think it is.
I said, hey, I'm gonna be out there at that tailgate, right out there on the corner. It's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely we need to put everything together next year and just get us
last home game of the year.
Something, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, last home game for sure.
I won't convince you. You can just hand one out. You can hand me that ticket there, Fatty. If you're gonna be out there cooking, I'll come and eat, and then I'll go in and take the spot.
I'll come eat your food and take your ticket. Thank you. You're a great American.
You are a great American and a supporter of this show.
Wow.
Bro, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
It's crazy, man. You know, I feel for the kids, man, because they hurting, bro. You know, we can sit up here and talk, you know, and everything, and as fans, as parents, man, we know the kids are hurting because nobody's out there giving lack of effort. Everybody's giving effort, and that's what hurts. That's what hurt. I mean, that's what hurt BV, man. If there was no effort there, he wouldn't feel like he did, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he hurts because there's effort, there's preparation, and if our offense was in the middle of the SEC, we probably would be in that playoff race. And you got a coach like Brent that came here to build that defense so you can get there because the offense has always been there. And now it's not there. You have always had offense.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, that's the worry though, is because all these years of having quarterback play and offensive play and just killing it, you got to be better. You got to be better than this. It's not okay because the way that it's malpractice with these quarterbacks, man. Malpractice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep quiet on that one, but yeah. Hey, but let me ask you this question. I'm just throwing this out here. This is not.
Come on.
Why don't? Okay, you got two quarterbacks right
Yeah.
now. Both of them have played. You know, it's gonna have to be some negotiation in the offseason to try to keep one or both, right?
Come on.
What's wrong with playing Casey Thompson?
There isn't anything wrong with playing Casey Thompson at this point. What does it matter? Hell, he might actually play. He might actually play well.
He's a 5 or 6 year veteran. Veteran.
This is his 7th year in college football.
Well, 7 year in college football. So,
yep.
I mean,
now
we're
wild.
playing against two veteran football teams. So I don't know, man. I'm just throwing something out there. Shit. Hey, they're just like you fishing, man. The damn minnows ain't biting. Throw a worm on that son of a bitch. See.
Yeah, you gotta change up.
You gotta change up, man.
Stank on that motherfucker. Let's go.
Gotta put some stank on it or something. I'm just throwing out something, man. Hey, look, I'm not on the staff or anything like that. I'm just saying, why not? You know, why not? You know, he's in the quarterback room, is he not?
Yeah.
I mean, he averaged. I mean, I'll tell you whatever. I mean, as much as I was not enjoying even the idea of it before the season. I didn't even want to see him at OU, but I got to admit that I was wrong about that too. I mean, it was worth doing it because just in case something happens. But look, I don't want to lose either one. Well, I don't care what happens. I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's what's gonna happen: is one of them's leaving, and that one is Jackson Arnold. He wasn't staying before. I don't believe that shit. I didn't believe it. You know, I didn't believe it last week or the week before that either. I didn't think that he was staying.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact. And that's okay. But if in view of the fact that is a fact, you need to fucking play the guy that's going to be here. Sipping Sooner. What's up, my guy?
What's up, fellas?
You get a little tight there, man.
What you sipping on?
He's always sipping
on nothing, man. I'm smoking this morning.
Shake and bake. Wake and bake.
After that shit Saturday, man, I had to reach deep in my damn soul.
Yeah. It's rough. It's a rough deal, bro. It's a rough deal. Damn, man, we got some weirdness going on here. Let me.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, Mike. I got to get out of here, man. I got to get on a call with Dupree and some more guys. We trying to get a camp going up in
Invite him on
Canada,
for next week or something. Invite him on before it's all over.
I already told him about it, so we'll be together all week. So, man, definitely, I'll try to get him on here with us, bro.
Okay, man. I'll give you y'all something later on. I did talk to our boys' mom and all that stuff, so we're good on all that.
All right. Okay.
Later, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
All right. Welcome into the show, everybody. Your favorite, my favorite, our favorite, the Sipping Sooner. What's up, my guy?
Hey, man. I'm just happy to be here, man, and hanging out with you guys this morning. You know, I was been watching from afar, man, just shaking my damn head, man, just amazed at all the fuckery that's going on, man.
Fuckery. Yeah. Well, if you don't know, this is Michael Boganowski's dad, Big Mike Boganowski. Of course, that was Marcus Dent that was with us as well. So a couple of players' parents in here. So, I mean, but the truth is they tell the truth too. So it is what it is, you know. But it has been. I mean, I think that. Look, you don't have to be a freaking analyst to see what the fuck's going on here.
Right.
You know, offense ain't doing its part. And when you're on the field that much and you're going to be, it's easy to sit here and say, yeah, you needed to make that stop. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
But, bro, come on, man. This offensive play, tell us what you've been seeing because we hadn't been able to view any of your content. So what's been your thoughts on this?
I know, man. I got to get back on the grind, man. I've been slipping like a motherfucker. But, man, look, I don't know, man. There's so many things that I want to talk about and cover. It's ridiculous, man. As far as Missouri go, man, they ain't about shit. They still ain't shit. You know, I mean, once again, yeah, they was down their quarterback, but at the same time, we don't want to hear shit about no injuries You know what I mean? You know, the way we done got digged down this year with injuries, man. We don't want to hear nothing about no injuries. And Eli, man, what a clown, bro. I mean, I said it before. These people that ain't never accomplished shit, you know what I'm saying? And then they finally do something, then they want to talk shit like they've been doing it all along. That's just crazy to me. You know, they finally have a good season last year, then they followed up with this bullshit this year, and he still got the nerve to talk shit. They about to get their ass eliminated because they should have been eliminated Saturday. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as
South Carolina, I mean, they still got South Carolina, so you know, they could lose that one. They could lose Arkansas. It wouldn't freak you out if they lost to Arkansas.
No,
because they're not good. They're not good.
Matter of fact, yeah, if they played Arkansas Saturday, they would have got their ass whooped. Because one thing Arkansas can do is they can score.
Yeah,
you know. So you know they got lucky, man. That you know we struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Hold on, man. I got a loud ass plane going overhead.
Was it coming in your house or what?
I'm right here by Tinker right now, man, and you know they come in and out of here all the time.
Yeah.
As far as OU, man, I hate to say it, man. We love Seth, man, but he did a job. He did a number on them kids, man, and their heads, man. I don't know if he was just threatening them, and I mean, but they scared as hell, man. I mean, I would just straight up tell Jackson or Michael Hawkins, either one, man, just go out there and turn that shit loose. I mean, we already turning the ball over 3 or 4 times a damn game anyway. Just go ahead and crank that shit. You know, ain't no need to hold him back. You know, fuck, let the ball fly.
Well,
but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they do, and they going with Craddock or what?
Apparently,
dude. If they do,
it sounds like
they need to. That's the Tulane cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quarterback be coming with him.
Like, give me
Mensa.
He needs Mensa to come with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
crazy. You know, I was thinking about this on my drive back. I was thinking, remember at the beginning of the year how we was talking about how that Mensa ain't gonna be at Tulane next year. He's gonna be somebody's quarterback, SEC quarterback.
Yeah.
We didn't know it, but we might have been talking about us.
We was.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't. I was thinking about that on the ride back, man. I was like that.
Yeah.
Nobody would have thought it would have been us at the first of the year, though. You know what I mean? You would have never thought that. You've got a 5-star that won the Elite 11, and you've got fucking Michael Hawkins, who's Kyler fast and has a huge arm. Why would we need this kid?
Only reason why is because right now those guys are in a deficit mentally, man. I don't know if either one of those guys will be ready to actually keep their eyes down the field by the time we start the season next year. And we know next year we ain't got no room for fuck ups, man. You know what I mean? We got to come out and play some winning ball next year, or else it's gonna be curtains. You know, they gonna shut the shit down, and then we gonna be starting over from ground zero. I don't really want to see that. You know, we getting up there in age, man. We ain't got time to keep waiting 20 more damn years, man. They need to come on with it. So
gotta be big, man. We gotta go big. We gotta go big, dude. That's the only way I can explain it. We gotta go big.
Yeah, I want to see at least one more, man, before I get up out of here. You know, shit. Man, I just gave up on my Dallas Cowboys. They ain't gonna win shit.
Well, you know, we're about the same age, I think. So I think all of us are about the same age. So I wouldn't have thought in 2000, because I was there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wouldn't have thought that would be the last time.
Especially after we were so close for so many years right after that, you know?
Yeah.
So, damn.
Hey, that's what makes what Saban and Kirby Smart have done, man. Like that just goes to show you how it ain't easy. And you know that little run that they each had, man.
It's not, but you don't get any excuses here. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's excuses. I'm just it ain't easy.
They should have beaten Florida. They could have beaten LSU when Saban was there. They should have won both them games.
They should have won both of those.
And they should have won the fucking Georgia game at the Rose Bowl too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I mean, USC, that was the only one that we just straight up got bent over. But I mean, it just snowballed on us in that game. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, unless LSU, packs it in, which I doubt it, it's gonna be a tough game to go down there and try to get that one.
Why would LSU pack it in? That's only what their third loss. They can still get in.
Nah, they ain't getting in.
They could. They're gonna get 4. They're gonna get 4. They you bet you're gonna be they're gonna get 4.
You think so?
Yeah.
So let's see who we got. We got Georgia getting in.
Yeah, until they lose a third one, then they're in. But they've actually had the toughest schedule. So if Georgia wins the third one or loses a third one, they'd be probably the one to get in. If there is one, if there's a fourth team that 3-loss team, they'll put Georgia in. They will. Because look,
I don't know. They did them dirty last year.
Yeah,
they did. They did them. Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, they did. That was bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and so, I mean, with the way that it's done, I mean, you just saw that Florida State actually fired 3 assistants from the offensive staff, including the coordinator, running backs coach, defensive coordinator, also offensive coordinator, both coordinators.
Wow.
Norvell trying to save his ass or what?
He's certainly trying to save his ass.
Hey, is my guy Randy Shannon still in? Did they fire the linebackers coach?
I don't know.
Big Mike.
What's up,
What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Where you been? Long time no see. I thought I was looking for you on the back of a milk carton somewhere, brother.
I've been pulling in the rest stops trying to watch the game on my phone in between commercial breaks and shit. It's been sad, man. It's been sad, bro. But I'm trying to keep up best as I can.
Glad to see you, Sippin. Glad to see you, brother.
Actually been home for like 3 days, man.
Damn.
Not bad.
I'm going to say this. Eli Drinkwitz is drinking his own goddamn bathwater.
The bathwater has struck. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to come out and chest pump after beating somebody 45-7 or something, yeah. But 30 to 23, come on, get out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a front runner, man. That's all he is.
He's a
when
shit
the
talker.
shit is good, then you hear him. When he getting his ass stomped out, though, we didn't hear shit about it after the Alabama game, did we?
Where were all these fucking fans before the game?
Yeah.
Because they were talking shit last year, but where the fuck were they all at before the game started on Twitter is what I want to know.
Yeah, they were very quiet on Twitter the week.
They weren't saying shit.
Because they knew they were supposed to get their ass whooped. That's why.
Good morning, Jason. How are you doing this morning, sir?
It's been a wonderful morning. Wake and bake, baby. Here we go. Our boys ain't giving up.
Big Mike over there. I see you, Big Mike.
Well, you coming in a little messed up. You got your internet. You need to put some quarters in it there, Mike.
Yeah, I do. Just a minute. Let me.
me and you both, bro. I just let it shut down. I'll let the time run out.
No, my internet goes on the tour, on the Willie Nelson tour, and partakes with whatever he partakes in.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy about my internet? I can stream TV all day, not a problem. As soon as I get on a stream on Mondays, shit.
Yep. That always goes, man.
Well, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna ask this question and then go do that, and I'll get back by the time y'all are done with the conversation or getting there anyway. Time for me to speak. All right. So if it's you, What are your thoughts about this hire? Because here's the question. There's a lot of people talking about you got to get this guy and he's got to be there December 1. I'm not the one I don't believe that shit. I believe that I'll tell you what I think in a second. I don't believe that. But what are your thoughts? Do you roll the dice and do whatever you can to pay and go get a guy like Will Stein from Oregon? Who gives a shit if he's going deep in the playoffs? Or do you settle and go after Craddock? Go.
I say we try Stein first. But Craddock's just as good. But I say we go after a big fish.
Go ahead, Sippin. Go ahead.
Well, both of them, I think we can get it done with either one. But yeah, I mean, you don't hold back. You don't put any stipulations on it or anything like that. If once you realize or identify the target, then you go get it. And that's just all it is to it. Now, what's going to come down to is OU going to turn around and put stipulations on who they want to stay? That's going to be the question. Because if you Stein or if you Craddock, you might be sitting there saying to yourself, "Hey, look, I'm not bringing anybody with me, or I'm bringing everyone with me." So, we don't know which way that's going to go. But as far as like identifying the guy, I mean, as soon as you figure it out, that's who you need to just go get him. This is Oklahoma. Go get his ass.
So,
Oregon.
first off,
Oregon. Yeah, Oregon's cool, but I mean, they still ain't Oklahoma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the ship is running right.
Yeah. So first, I don't think Jason went to go to the bathroom. I think he went to go take another bong hit. But anyway, I don't think you limit yourself by a date, right?
You shady ass.
I don't think you limit yourself by a date. I think you go and find the right guy that you want, that BV thinks gives us the best chance to put a high-powered offense out on the field. Whether that dude comes in December or he comes after they win it all or get eliminated from the tournament. Like whoever that guy is, and maybe he comes and doesn't play in the tournament. Maybe he wants to get to work right away. But I think the one factor is you go get the guy that you want. Who gives a shit if he's there on the first? You say, hey, this is who we're hiring, so everybody sees it. Recruits, fan base, donors, all that stuff, and he'll be here when he beats here. He can still do some of that job. Maybe if he wants to still be the O coordinator or position coach, wherever he's at, he can still do that and reach out to potential recruits. He can still do all that.
Absolutely. And that's
I just think you find your guy and you make him say no about 4 or 5 times before you move on.
Absolutely. And that's where I was at with it. That's exactly where, Chris Mason and I kind of got into it about this on K. Chris's show the other night, or the show that we do together after the games. Hey, you go fucking make him tell you no. And I agree with you. Make him tell you no multiple fucking times.
Yeah.
And then you move on. Yeah. If it's and you know what? Here's why you do it. It's not, oh, well, what are we going to do with recruiting? What are we going to do with this and that? Hey, you know what? You're not going to lose the recruits that you already have if you got Will Stein coming.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You're going to have recruits begging to get into class.
Yeah. Damn right. You're probably going to flip some of those guys from Oregon. You just play it smart. And you're Oklahoma. You don't have to fucking act like you're some half-ass Mizzou. You don't have to act like you're fucking Mizzou.
Yeah, didn't Dan Lanning, didn't he do something similar to that when he took the Oregon job?
Oh, absolutely. He was recruiting for his team the whole time.
Right.
And he stayed on there. He stayed on.
Yeah. He stayed with Georgia. Yeah. I don't know.
6'4" Chevy, more with less, and his offense to score points, period. Look, I don't have a problem with Brendan Marion. I don't. I like his offense, actually. I think it's fucking cool. And it does score a lot of points. And they actually score a lot by running the football too. But I don't think that it's the one. I don't think that he's the one for this job. And because first off, yeah, maybe it works in the SEC too. I'm not worried about the SEC so much. The thing is that you have to hope you get everybody on the same page in 1 year, because that's what this is turning on to.
Yep.
Is a 1-year deal for Brent Venables, whether you like it or you hate it or whatever, or however much money you think is out there on this buyout. Guess what? They're making upwards of $100 million a year. They'll pay the fucking buyout.
Yeah.
Somebody will pay it. So if he doesn't go and get the right guy, he's gone.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Is Stein going to bring more? He could bring more. Yeah. And Dante Moore isn't afraid to let it fly.
No. That's what it looked like to me Saturday night, is that Joe John was scared. He was scared to call the plays.
No,
he called him, bro. I don't think we had dudes running. There were dudes running down there.
Oh, okay.
Our quarterback just didn't.
Okay, my bad. Guys,
I'm gonna tell you.
He's seeing ghosts, bro. He's feeling pressure that ain't there. You know what I mean? And it's hard, dude. And I'm not acting like, dude, I played quarterback as a youngin', and I got hit a couple times, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. Like this, I'm not just finna stand back here and get blasted. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, so I'm not sitting here saying quarterback's easy, bro. I was an 8th grader and I never did it again. Like, nope. Yeah. They even called me the mini Elway, but I was like, hell no. Elway can keep that shit, bro. No.
It's tough when you don't have an offensive line. I played the B team quarterback in 9th grade. We were playing varsities of the little schools. Getting the shit out of it. I was B team in 9th grade, and we're playing the varsity team, getting the brakes beat off us. Just you get beat to death, and it does do you that way. And that's nothing like this, you know.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't really blame Jackson or Michael Hawkins right now, because
you can't.
Like you can't. Those guys, man, they had a rough start, and so it set them back. You know what I mean? Like they regressed. Especially mentally, they don't, like I say, they don't trust the line. Then on top of that, they had in the back of their mind, they had their voice saying, "Hey, motherfucker, if you throw another interception, that's your ass." You keep hearing that voice in your head too, you know. So it's like, well, shit. My first read ain't third, and I'm just gonna tuck and run this shit, because we don't even know how to read do the progressions properly, you know. And he looked better at the beginning of the Ole Miss game. I mean, but I don't remember seeing too many swing passes to the running backs Saturday.
Ain't done it since.
I mean, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Dude, and hey man, I'm gonna do it again.
We're running sweeps with Bauer Sharp and tunnel screens and fucking everything, but
listen,
y'all will hear.
I'm going to give my props to the Oklahoma breakdown and Teddy Lehman and Gabe Eichert. Bro, they called it. Spread them out and run the rock. And guess what we did? And guess where we had our success? And they even said, run 2 backs and swing them out, because they tend to lose track of them and you can gash them. We probably threw like 1 or 2 swing passes to the short side of the field, let alone, you know what I mean? Like, bro, those dudes, I'm telling you, Gabe Eichert, like, if he wants to be a coach in some kind, and like he can do it, dude, because he has been spot on all year. And it's dude, it's like, next time I see him, I'm like, bro, you're wasting your talents doing podcasts. You need to go make this money and get in this coaching shit. I mean, I don't know how much he makes podcasts or whatever, but dude, he sees it. He knows what he sees.
Remember what Sexton's daddy was saying? Hey, he's rich elsewhere. It ain't about money for old Gabe.
Yeah. But what I'm saying though is, you watch his podcast, he talks about his passion. right?
Mhm.
He said, I'm weird like that. I'll sit around and watch film, you know what I'm saying? Drink some wine, and he sits and watch films. That's what he does. Shit, bro, you might as well get paid hundreds of thousands, millions to do it instead of just doing it for funsies.
Hey, Sippin, if they
Yeah.
run another jet sweep with Byron Sharp, you will see me on 10 o'clock news on Channel 9.
Don't do it, Big Mike, man. Stay out of jail, man. You don't want to go down there, man. It ain't no place to be, man. You don't want to be down there with P. Diddy, baby. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell my business, but yeah, I think I went on a couple of field trips down there. But, you know, it is what it is when you're young, man.
I know.
Yeah, man. You know, that's how I got the name. Sipping.
You're a legend, Sippin.
Hey, man.
Fucking legend.
I'm gonna try to get a video up though, man. But man, I just got so much, and I'm so late to the game on a lot of things. But it's still some shit I want to go back and talk about that I didn't get in on when it happened. You know,
Yeah.
I was so I don't know if y'all know this, but Caden Durham is my cousin, right?
Oh,
And so I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago, man, and he was telling me some shit.
Is that right? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so he was telling me some shit, man. And
Watkins. Come on with it.
nah, man, I tell you what, I don't know, man. Let me think about it, because I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know. I can't go too much further into it, man, because if I start, I might alienate the whole fan base. But you know, it was some shit like he wanted to come here. He
Yeah.
wanted to come here, and you know, other things happened. I just put it that way. But I know Big Mike probably know a lot bit about this recruiting trail and how things go out here. You know, yeah.
Well, look, let's not make it. That shit was going on a lot. If we're talking about the stupid shit on Yelp and all that stuff, I'm not going to sit here and take up for anybody who did that because that's fucked up. But we do know.
No. I'm talking about a certain coach.
A certain coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can tell
man.
us.
man.
Yeah.
Off the air.
We'll talk, man. Like I said, you know, I'm this high is kicking in, so I don't want to go too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you good.
But yeah, man. Anyway, what was we talking about?
All right. So look, here's what I'll say though. The bottom line, I mean, the offense is doing what it's doing, and we don't have to stay on this. We can talk about some other shit. There's other teams that are fucking up around the country this weekend, and we could go to that. I mean, let's just be real. We got an off week this week. We don't have to sit here and spend 2 weeks doing this bullshit.
Exactly.
But yeah, DeMarco's an asshole. That's true. We know that's true. We know that's true. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's move on. Can we move on for a second?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta tell one more story from the Mizzou game.
Go ahead.
It's has nothing to do with any player.
I'm gonna grab something.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm sitting out there, I'm waiting to, trying to find my wife or whatever, and because they went up and watched the buses, watch the players get off the buses, and me and Big Marcus Dan, we sitting there tailgating, trying to polish off the rest of that fireball, and so we got up to the thing, right, and I'm standing there, I'm talking to my wife, and this dude, I'm on like there's like a ramp in between the new indoor facility and the stadium or whatever, and talking to my wife, and this dude walks by me, and he's carrying something, and his girlfriend's standing walking with him, and I'm talking to my wife, and he pops off and says like, some kind of boomer sooner thing, and I turn to look at him, and as he looks back to see if I react, he trips and goes down. And I said, hold on, babe. I was like, that's what you get, you fucking dumbass. And his wife's just laughing at him. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, dude, I was laughing so hard, man. Like that dude, as soon as he talked shit, turned around, boom, just tripped up, man. I tell you what, dude, it was funny. Karma, bro. That was karma at its finest.
Yeah. Sippin, you've been away from us for a while, and here, just one thing I noticed Saturday is we had some life on that offensive line finally. I mean, the offensive line played well, and I mean, they didn't play great. They didn't play great and elite, but they did play better. I mean, at least that's according to
You're breaking up, man.
Oh, shit.
What was that?
Can you hear me now?
Not great, brother. You want to call back on?
You sound like
on your phone?
Sound like a transformer.
Come back with your phone. Come back on your phone.
Yeah, I can't come back on my phone. I'm on Android.
Oh well, shit! It works though. I don't know what's going on.
I'm on Android.
You guys are bullshitters.
No, I don't know how to do it, Jason. Every time you send me a link, I try to go on from Android, it won't let me go on. I don't know I'm a dumbass from Luther, Oklahoma, anyway. So why do I?
We'll figure it out. Nah, maybe you'll come back. Now, what were you saying? Something wasn't going as wrong. Oh, I just lost Big Mike too. Go ahead.
I mean, the offensive line didn't play awesome, but I mean they played better according to Gabe Eichert in the show. I mean,
it wasn't even the line so much. And to be honest with you, they should have been running the fucking ball with Xavier Robinson a lot more.
Yeah, why do you run? Why do you not bring out Shrub until the fourth quarter? And he had what, 4 or 5 carries for 45 yards or something like that.
Well,
shit, he had more than that. They gave him the ball about 7, 6, 7, 8 times right in a row.
That's right. Guys, I haven't had my coffee this morning. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Dude, they pounded on the rock. They pounded. Dude, I thought he was about to break that one, dude.
Dude, he was going for 8 yards a pop, boys and girls.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, 8 yards a pop.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give him the football. But yeah, so somebody had this question a little while ago. Where the fuck has he been hiding him at? Why the fuck is it taking this long to decide to go with X-Rob? It's wild to me.
You know, I was talking to Bishop Frank. Do you know who would
we were talking about Big Mike and his picture when he froze earlier. Sippin's giving us the picture that he got when he went to jail.
I was talking to Bishop Frank last night about Xavier, and there's a man right now in Norman, Oklahoma, that's saying, why can't we go back in time to 1975 and have this young man as fullback on my wishbone offense?
For real. Well, guys, it isn't just bad though in Norman. There's been some craziness going around everywhere else. Yes. This just in, Oklahoma State also sucks really bad. This just in. So they go to 0-7 on the year, losing to a pretty bad TCU team. Breaking news, Oklahoma State sucks.
That TCU team's terrible.
Bro, that TCU team is really bad. But you got 20 of 22 starters came back at Oklahoma State, and they're fucking 0 for the Big 12 after Oklahoma and Texas are gone. They're 0 for in the Big 12. How do you even justify keeping Mike Gundy if you're Oklahoma State at this point?
Because they keep him
home. You can.
You can't. I mean, come on now.
But they will. I think they will.
They'll keep letting him headbutt his cows and what have you and keep him on.
All this shit that's gone on all year, headbutting Bessie, fucking talking shit about thousands of times drinking and driving.
That was dumb. That was real dumb.
I mean, that's how far it's gone. He's gotten to the point that he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Hell, last week He called everybody who's dogging his football team losers that can't pay their bills.
Pay their bills. Oh my God,
They can't pay their fucking bills.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
Do they have enough stones to fire him?
Well, if it wasn't for Ollie Gordon, this season happens last year too. They just got their shit kicked out of them by South Alabama and lost the Iowa State game. Huge. And they bring them back, and all of a sudden, Gundy just goes to an all-run thing, and it helped them. But look, man, they're not that good. And we knew they weren't that good. We were calling it last year. They're just a year behind. Sipping you with us. We losing you too. What the hell's going on with y'all's internet out there?
Willie Nelson.
I think you're
what's going on? It's freezing up. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I know I paid my bill. Fuck.
What did they say? What do you say about that though? About Gundy? Come on, man. How the hell does he keep his job? Do you think they fire him?
Hell no. I mean, he can leave whenever he get ready, man. They ain't gonna do shit to him. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I went to Midwest City, grew up. A matter of fact, I'm in the same class with Kale. And so, yeah, I know Mike a little bit. He was only a couple of years ahead of us. Man, that dude there, man, that's a different cat. No doubt about it. I don't know. Ooh, man. Me personally, I would have fired his ass about 10 years ago. But
So would I have.
I mean, I don't see the point, man. But I mean, when he's in his own little bubble, he can get away with whatever the hell he wants to. He can say whatever the hell he wants to say and then turn around and apologize like this shouldn't matter. What the fuck, man? I mean, you can't keep going up here, and saying whatever the fuck you want to say and then turn around, a day later talking about, well, I'm sorry for how y'all took it or whatever. Motherfucker, that's what you said. So I don't know.
No, and
Talking out of both sides of his mouth.
It was such a bullshit apology. I mean, that's not how I intended it. Are you shitting me?
Mm-hmm.
And then after this is what I mean. Somebody said this on Twitter. I'm trying to remember who it was, but talking about how it's gaslighting. And honestly, Gundy's opening statement for this game, he's acting like the TCU game was a competitive loss. Few things go right, and we win the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so close.
They were never in the fucking game. They were never in the game.
Yeah.
If an if was a fifth, we would all be drunk.
Yeah.
Real drunk.
Man,
no way they're not firing Gundy. But okay, and everybody says this, and I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm telling you it's insane. Because if you think about what we're talking about, and first of all, I'm not going to sit here and do this with you, Kim Hurst. I'm not arguing with you about this shit. I'm not telling you that it hasn't been some problems with all the injuries. I understand there's been some problem with the injuries. You're not going to tell me that there hasn't been some fucking ridiculous shit going on with the offensive staff too. You're not going to do it. You're not going to convince anybody in here that that's the case. Knock that shit off. You can try to do this all you want to and blame it on players or the lack of players or whatever. That's still all on the staff. Every bit of it. And they ruined 2 good 5-star players. And if all these recruits are really that good, then just a basic offense, a regular, just some kind of a fucking attack that makes any little bit of sense works.
Yep.
And here's speaking of 5 stars and if they're really that good, man, like people need to realize that there is
on the offense. We got a 5-star on the offense.
Yeah.
But you got a bunch of guys that are highly rated that you believed in. Yeah. You can't just believe in them until the fucking guys that are starters get hurt.
Yeah, and with 5 stars, dude, there's a substantial jump from high school to major Division I college
course.
football.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And the people need to tamper their expectations of some of these kids, especially at the quarterback position, man. It is hard. You know what I mean? And I get it. They're dumbing down some of the schemes, and some of the stuff is similar, RPOs, what have you. But these kids, man, like they need time. And it's like the same jump. It's the same jump from college to the NFL. Like you can't just you look at all these top draft picks at quarterback. I've seen some stuff floating around on Twitter. Like they're all benched, bro. Like there needs to be time for development. And just because they're a 5-star or first round or number 1 pick, that doesn't automatically guarantee success. And we lose sight of that. And a quarterback is only as good as his O-line. You know what I mean? A receiver is only as good as the quarterback can get him the ball. A running back's only as good as your O-line. What's the common denominator in there? The O-line. You have to set the table and the conditions for success of these skill positions. Because if the quarterback ain't got time, you can't throw the ball.
That's right.
Oklahoma. And if we got to be able to, running back can't run the ball. And we've actually done a decent job when we decided to run the ball. But I mean, we just got to temper our expectations with some of these young kids, man. Like it's just got to temper it, man. It's hard.
I'm not even saying that you don't. I think that you have to temper your expectations. But what you can't do is completely explain and put this off on the kids and not put it off on any of the coaching that we're seeing coming from this offensive staff. Because they're not – look, when you have to play young kids, then you have to adjust your play calling and the way that you're scheming things up to make it work. And they're not sticking with the things that are working either. What did you say? We didn't see anything coming out of the backfield. Why aren't we throwing the passes out of the backfield after the Ole Miss game? Why aren't we? Where the fuck has Xavier Robinson been all this time when he's getting 8 yards at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard BV say it. Coaches got to do a better job of putting kids in position to be successful.
Can I address another?
Go
ahead. Is Salchuk? What?
Did he forget how to fucking run or what?
Apparently.
Either that or they're not playing it. And that goes back to the DeMarco. Man, we've been talking about DeMarco for a fucking year.
Man, look, I mean, he didn't run, 5 straight 100-yard games to end the season last year and then coming to this year. What do you got, 20 carries? Maybe. What the fuck? Oh, man, dude, I couldn't get to the transfer portal quick enough. And you heard that right, damn it. I just said that. Ain't no damn way in hell. Ain't no way.
Listen, I'm telling you the same thing. And like we saw last year, look, you lose Tawi and look at what the hell he's done at Wisconsin.
Yep.
But and that's, I mean, I hate calling out names, but I would have told Marcus Major at the beginning of the season last year, sit your ass down right over here next to me. Time we get your ass in the game. Ain't no way in hell.
Yep, you're losing Hicks over it. You're probably losing. You got to be losing this guy. I mean, look, the bottom line is I get it. You're going to lose some recruits if you let DeMarco go. But I'll tell you, Tatum ain't going anywhere, and neither is X-Rob, because Tatum plays baseball.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to downplay the position, but I mean, it's a whole
get the right coordinator, bro. Come on,
it's a whole lot easier to go get a good running back. You know what I mean? Like you got some special ones out there, but ultimately, if you can get somebody that can get you 5 to 6 yards a carry, I'm good with that. As a backup, I mean, we gonna have Tatum, we gonna have
Torrey Blaylock,
X-Rob, Blaylock, and then Barnes will probably be still hanging around. So I mean,
only if DeMarco's still here.
Well, I mean,
or maybe it's not. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe they leave if DeMarco stays. I don't know. Shit.
Well, yeah, Hicks, like you say, Hicks, Magua, and anybody else.
We haven't even seen Magua.
That's what I'm saying. All those guys, I'd already be standing in line. I mean, I don't see. I mean, Even Sawchuk, how you gonna be the leading rusher from last year and then get 20 carries this year, man? Somebody's fucking explain that shit.
It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. And you can't explain it. That's the whole point. Is there's no way that you can explain it. You go get a guy like Sam Franklin, and look, I know that this isn't the FCS level or whatever, but the dude went and got you get 1,500 yards somewhere. That means you can run the football a little bit. And we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him.
No.
So you're muted there, Big Mike. You're muted, Big Mike.
Yeah, my bad. It all goes back to the old line, bro. You know, you're right. Like that's how you have a guy like Sawchuk that ends the year with like 5 consecutive. Every time Sawchuk got the ball, bro, he got blasted like immediately.
Yeah, but we as we've been seeing though, I mean, you can't expect these running backs to even. Sawchuk was a flow type of running back anyway. You know, like
totally different scheme.
He got and the scheme was different. But I mean, if you got less than I would say 30 carries on the damn season, I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, you ain't going.
You talking from a carries perspective? Like, why isn't he?
Right.
Like, I feel you. Yeah. That's it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I tell you what, though, I would like to address another elephant in the room that I am sick and freaking tired of seeing. Jerry Schmidt is not the fucking reason that all these players are getting injured. If it was Jerry Smith's goddamn fault, you would see the total number of injuries on offense and defense. It's not Smitty's fucking fault. Get off that shit.
Yeah, they on that tough, man, right now. That's crazy.
Because let me tell you something. Smitty's a badass.
Oh,
you know, he gonna work. Mike, Bogue. I mean, your son, Bogue Jr.'s at OU. I mean, you're just seeing a lot of this Smitty talking and need to shut the F up about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much. I saw a little bit of it a while ago, but that's just people bitching and moaning that aren't really. They're just looking for somebody to blame it on.
Yeah.
Like that's, dude. I don't know. I've hearing some things, and it ain't about Schmitty or whatever, but I think some stuff, and it's not something that y'all haven't heard either. But like I got some insider info. Like I said, bro, I don't hear much, man. I get my shit off Twitter just like the rest of y'all. So, but there's and we've had this conversation before, man. Like it's not the same as when I played, right? With your training staffs and your doctors and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they're not willing to risk, their professional reputation and stuff like that for you to say, hey, I'm playing, I can play. You know what I mean? I think they exercise the most caution when it comes to injuries and things of that nature, which is why you see robust availability reports. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like when I played, dude, shit, I'd have been on that. I'd have been, questionable every week, but I played all the time until I couldn't play. You know what I mean? And that's just a sign of the times, dude. And it's probably, was it smart on my part? Probably not. I probably feel a little bit better than what I do most days working. But like I said, like
that's the only
they can get held more liable now, right? You've seen some of these athletes sue the universities and stuff like that for maltreatment or misdiagnosis and stuff like that. That was never a thing when I played. Like we didn't even think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Sue the university. Like you just never would have came up, because at the end of the day, like, dude, I know what I'm doing. I know what the possibilities are when I say, hey, like I said, dude, I wasn't even supposed to play my senior year because of stingers and a neck problem, but I wasn't having it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got shot up multiple times. I got they blocked that nerve because they didn't know where it was coming, right? They didn't know where it was coming from while I was getting these stingers. So they started up at the top and they stuck a needle in me, took an x-ray, looked at it. All right, we're on the nerve root, and they just went all the way down my neck. And the guy that was doing it was like, all right, he's like when we hit the one that's inflamed and causing a problem, he's like, you're gonna feel it. And so we went all the way down, and it was the last one. He's like, all right, this is probably the one. Since you ain't felt any pain, he's like, this is probably the one. Bro, that joker hit that little nerve block, bro. I felt fire. It felt like it went fire all the way down my arm. And next thing I know, I woke up, and he's like, you all right? And I'm like, what happened? He's like, hey, you passed out. And dude, I don't remember shit, but it worked, bro. It worked. Yeah. And the guy was like, the doctor was like, you can only do this about 2 or 3 times before you cause damage.
Real damage. Oh yeah, because you don't know that it hurts you anymore.
Yeah. And so I played most of the season, and I told this story too. That little running back from Oregon State, they ran a running play away from me. I shuffled down the line trying to get to the cutback. Well, he cut back, and I don't think he saw me. And I tried to murder his ass, bro. It's like I hit a brick wall. I don't know what it was about that little short, squatty running back, but it was like I hit a brick wall. Somehow made it, and I got a stinger. Somehow I got up and walked off to the sideline. Don't remember that. But then I got another nerve injection, and I played the rest of the year. So only got it done once, and then I shut it down after that. But that shit ain't happening these days, dude. And shout out to my old training staff, Michael Leary, my guy, Big Matt. They hooked it up, man. They took care of your boy. Dr. McGuire, can't forget him too. Dr. Baker, those are my guys.
Yeah. Hey, I got all love for you guys that are talking about these guys, but Sawchuk is not Joe Mixon, boys and girls. He's just not. Joe Mixon would. Again, they were running behind a hell of a line, but let's not get crazy here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this, guys, and Ace Trey, you just said, OU needs a first or second round quarterback, running back, and wide receiver like we usually do. I believe Anderson and Burks have that potential. Maybe Tatum. QB, you're not sure. I'm going to tell you this. I think that the talent's there for Jackson Arnold. I know the talent's there for Hawkins.
Yep.
Mark my words. Michael Hawkins will be in New York at least once in his career in college. It may be, oh, there's my grandbabies. What's up there, Blair and Mav? What's up, guys? Believe me, he'll be in New York once for the Heisman ceremony. He will. And whether it's from Oklahoma or from somewhere else, believe it. He's working with Kyler Murray's dad. He's got every tool that there is. Get him a decent fucking coordinator, and we're good to go. Blair and Mav, we're talking about some crazy stuff. Y'all should probably not be watching Grandpa get all wound up.
Those are my grandkids, Judge?
Yeah. Those are my grandbabies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Blair and Mav. But anyway. Go ahead.
I'm still standing 10 toes down. We're going to beat LSU. Mark it.
You and Duke keep saying that they're going to win one of these last two. So Duke keeps saying it in here. Duke Silver Sooner, welcome in, by the way. Good to see you, my friend.
They're going to beat LSU. Mark it.
Hey man, in this landscape of the SEC and who you never know who's going to show up and what team you're going to get. I think we got a chance to beat either Alabama or LSU. Man, they're liable to come in and lay a stinker, lay an egg, and we may be able to capitalize on it. But I mean, there's a chance that we get overlooked by both of them. And who knows? Who knows what could happen, man?
Here's if there's any kind of hopium left in me for Alabama, us beating them. Who are they playing?
Say hopium or opium?
Hopium is maybe we catch them looking ahead to Auburn the next week for the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
Nah, not with it being in T-Town. If it was in Auburn, okay, maybe. But they never lose the game at Auburn at Alabama though, ever.
Jason, Jason, don't turn my hopium tank off.
I think you got a better chance of going through hell with gasoline draws on, but that's just me. I don't know. Look, we know this. Here's what I'll say about Alabama. If you're going to beat Alabama, it's not going to be because of that. It's going to be because that they're not perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not perfect. They have their moments where they look really bad, and they don't have really. They haven't been very.
Excuse me.
They certainly haven't been. Well, they're schizophrenic for sure. I mean, the whole point is sometimes they play really good. It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde with them, and they don't have a whole lot of guys that have there's just some problems going on there that you could tell. There's been some problems there, and I don't know. You haven't seen them get up twice in a row, is what I'm getting at. Yeah. So, can you beat them? Probably not. Probably not, because you're just not doing enough offensively. And if you're not going to change quarterbacks and do something like that, then what are you going to get? And to me, I don't see all of a sudden Jackson decides that he's not going to be afraid to go down the hill. We saw Burks was getting on his ass on the sideline the other night, yelling at him to throw the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You can read his lip. Throw the fucking ball.
Yeah. He was open man on that play down there in the goal line, and Jackson had time right there, and he started scrambling, and he had time to survey the field, And like I said, dude, it's not easy, but in that case, he had time, and he was feeling he was hearing the footsteps, and he just took his eyes off and missed it, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough, man. It's rough. So it's all around rough, man.
Jason, it sounds like you're muted, brother.
No, the game is in Norman. So you have them at home. Now, winning the game, Mike's been saying they're going to win the LSU game. So that one's on the road. And look, they did get the shit kicked out of them the other night at home by this same Bama team. So I don't know, man. I think it's tough.
And we're playing so shitty right now, they ain't going to play it at night anyway.
No.
At LSU.
Well, I don't know about that. I think LSU is going to be – they're going to give LSU everything as far as – they're going to give them an opportunity to play at night because they got a chance to win that game.
Right.
And if they win that game with 3, the chances are they could still get in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will they? Probably not. But I think that, the SEC is going to do their best to put as many teams in the playoff picture so that they get 4. Mm-hmm. And they're much better at nighttime than they are during the day.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, brother. I was going to say before sipping, Eggs did that. He's probably seen me a couple of times back in the day. I opened that Walmart when I was working for Walmart. We opened that store on 23rd and Douglas, and I worked in there for a while.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
What year?
That would have been in 2007, I think.
Damn.
2008, somewhere. I was taking some time off the truck, and for whatever reason, I went to work for Walmart, and I swore up and down I would never work for them again because they're a bunch of jackwagons, but I digress. But
well, I don't consider myself a truck driver, actually. I'm a transporter. I basically fly to different cities and pick up trucks and then drive them and deliver those, and then I get on another plane and go somewhere else.
Oh, you do the piggybacking?
Yo, yeah.
That's what I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Screw driving 48. Put me on a plane, get me a piggyback, and let's ride.
I get to stay in the hotels. I don't have to sleep in the trucks. None of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
The problem is, like I said, by the time I get to where I'm going for that day, it's already late, and then I'm tired as hell. I can't do nothing but lay it down at that point.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's not it's not what I planned on doing with my life, but it's cool.
It's all good. Sipping. You're out there making money, brother.
Man, trying to, man. But is Jason talking? Is he muted?
I think he is.
Yes, he's muted. He's a dumbass. I keep on muting myself. Shit, I'm over here talking too. No, I think in the end, I'm good with this though. I think that we got to move on off this subject for at least for a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
And as far as we were talking about Mike Gundy, and and Gundy, look, I don't see how you can justify doing it anymore, especially when he's lashing out at fans and then giving half-ass apologies and stuff like that. I don't see how you get away with it. I mean, you can tell that there's a lot of people. In fact, there were people on our show Saturday night that were pissed off that we weren't calling for Venable's job.
Oh yeah,
no,
pissed off that we weren't calling for Venable's job, and he would have never made it. I mean, we're talking about a guy that was 4-15 against Oklahoma, 4-15, and he in year 20 when they got 20 or 22 coming back. And you're 0-7 in the crap. I mean, dude. I don't know how Big Mike, you said a minute ago, there's no way you can justify it. And there is no way you justify this. If you don't fucking fire this guy and go get GJ Kinney or Sumrall down at Tulsa or somebody like that, who is it? Jeff Traylor at UTSA. If you don't fucking do that, forget it. You're wasting it. I mean, I think that this is the reason that they're your Okie Light. Mm-hmm. Because they stacked up what he's done against a fucking low bar. Because they've been shit forever.
Yep.
They're stacking up what he's done, which is mediocre results. Make no mistake, he's 14-34 against teams with 10 wins. 14-34.
He must be blackmailing their ass. That's all he could be.
Non-conference Power 4, they've won 3 fucking times against winning teams in the non-con.
Bro, he needs to grow back that power mullet. Stop playing around. Stop playing with it. We need to bring it back, bro.
Bring back the mullet. And I'm enjoying watching OSU's demise.
Oh, it's laughable. Guess what? It ain't only going on there either. It ain't only going on there either, boys and girls. Newsflash: Lincoln Riley's a fraud. Lincoln Riley is a fraud. Guys, he's got a defense now. And his offense is not getting it done.
Ooh.
Yeah, he ran out of Heisman quarterbacks. That's what it was.
Yep.
Ran out of Heisman quarterbacks. I agree.
Yep, ran out of Heisman quarterbacks. They're being made at a factory somewhere in China right now. Just kidding.
Jaden Maivia, the dude is a baller. You saw what he did at UNLV last year. He's the one that made that damn go.
Right.
Straight up.
Oh yeah, I mean he's gonna put in work, but I mean at the end of the day, man. Once Lincoln's offense is failing him, man, it's over. It's curtains, man. I don't think he.
What I'm saying. I mean, look, we can talk all the shit you want to talk. I mean, look, and don't believe it's getting lost on me of what BV's doing. I see what you're there saying, Mac, and we've heard you, and I know. And you're not the only one questioning it either. I'm not calling for his job right now, but I'm telling you this, they're calling for it out there in Southern Cal. They're calling for his ass. You got guys like Lindell White saying, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah.
He's a little disgruntled.
A bit, yeah. 18 tweets deep, bro. 18 tweets deep.
Bro, look at what happened though last year, right? He was in the portal looking for a big time quarterback. And he made a bad decision. He didn't take one. He stuck with Moss because he had a good game in the bowl game. And it's all about decisions, man. Those are big decisions, and we're in that right now with some of the decisions.
It's stubborn too, and it's their inability. I'm gonna shamelessly plug my column again this week, boys and girls. If you hadn't read my column, you got to get over to Hall of Fame Media, hofmedia.us. Check it out. The reason that both of these guys, talking about Gundy and Lincoln, they're both stubborn as shit, and both of them, neither one of them will take responsibility for anything. They unaccountable for everything that's going on their football team. All you hear them do is bitch and complain, complain. They're every time. This is the difference between BV and those guys. This is the difference. Venables takes all the blame, every bit of it. He's accountable for everything that goes on that football team. He doesn't throw assistants under the bus. He doesn't throw players under the bus. He chucks himself under there. Now, some people, I get it. You're sick of hearing the same thing. We got to get better. We got to get better. Okay, I get it. What you're hearing from those guys is, it's not us, it's you. Or, it ain't me, it's this. The NIL is not working. It's this, it's that, it's all this shit. Yeah. These guys are both doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And they're losing too.
Yep.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once we get our offense fixed, man, we gonna be straight.
Yeah.
We'll be straight after that.
That's all it is, man. And look at like a potential offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, I just want to just paint a picture for that cat. You know what I mean? Look at our receivers that should come back. And yeah, I think Deion Burks is coming back next year. You look at all, and Farouk Anthony, the other tall cat, I can't remember his name, that got hurt in camp.
Hopefully, Jaden Gibson. You have Gibson.
Yeah, there you go, Jaden Gibson. Yep.
You should be getting Nick Anderson back.
That's what I'm saying. And look at our running back stable. Even if we lose a couple to the portal, bro, we got some dudes. Now we got to shore up the offensive line. We got promising young offensive line that need to start getting clock. But shit, I can't imagine an OC looking at it like, bro, they're like a quarterback away from competing for, and getting in the playoff. And that's appealing. It's appealing to a lot of people. Right. And I just think that's how easy it is. Like, get this hire right, and let's get this offensive line popping. Let's get Eddie Pierre-Louis. Let's get Dent, Brooks, Sosa, like all them cats. Let's go.
Yep. And I disagree with Ben G on this. He says, just waiting for BV to give us the death blow statement, winning is hard. You will never hear them words uttered out of BV.
Ben G, tell me what receivers don't you think return? Tell me. And why? Are they going into the draft or are they going into the portal? Tell me why. Because right now, we don't have a receiver that's done anything remotely close enough to get drafted in the NFL. So they
basically all missed the entire season. They basically all missed the entire
season. They didn't help themselves. Well, what you end up having though is there's rumors out there, of course, that and you've heard it, that some of these guys are talking about leaving. And look, with the way that the offense has been run, can you blame them for wanting to leave? No.
I ain't heard one receiver saying he want to leave. Who's starting those rumors?
We've heard them. The rumors are out there. Yeah.
Which ones?
I'm not going to say that part because I don't know what part is true, but I'm going to tell you there's a lot of guys that were supposedly looking to leave, more so whenever you still had certain coach in the room, Seth when Seth was still there and shit was still the way it was. And then it became, we'll see what happens. And you've even heard Jackson say that it depends on who they get, what we're going to do. He was talking pretty openly about, he didn't want to just burn the red shirt for nothing, but he wanted to be in there if it was going to help the team win and all that bullshit. I get it, but and to be fair,
point, I mean,
yeah. To be fair,
at this point, it don't really matter. Shit, it don't matter who the hell said they thinking about leaving. I mean, ain't nobody did anything this year, so I mean, I don't know what the hell we worried about it for. You know, and it ain't injuries. And injuries are injuries. I'm not blaming them for the production. I'm just saying. I mean, hell, that's like some chick talking about she's leaving your ass, but y'all ain't had sex yet, bitch. Oh, let me stop. It just don't. I mean, right now, you can, like I said, if it's a running back, a wide receiver, offensive line, tight ends, those are hard positions to get the good players in, man. I mean, you can't hardly get by with just a mediocre player. I mean, I don't want to call no names, but some young man out there playing right tackle. But
look, and the thing is you can't understand them being frustrated. You can understand it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and it didn't look like it was getting much better. And from everything that you've heard about what was going on with Seth, is that he turned it into a one-man show. He was making decisions for all of his assistants. I mean, and it wasn't going good, and he made it even worse. So and I'm not just going to sit here and blame Seth on everything, but the bottom line is there wasn't a whole lot of development going on with the quarterbacks. You have perfectly good quarterback coaches that are fucking doing advanced scouting instead. What in the point? I mean, I don't understand what the point was. The problem is you could lose some of these guys, and that's all good. It's all good. Let it go. You can do all that shit. But if you get the right guy in here, that's the whole point. You go get the right offensive coordinator in here. You go say, hey, you know what? Fuck that. What I was trying to get at earlier is don't just say we're gonna settle for this guy because he's at Tulane and not at Oregon or not at Penn State, that they're gonna make a deep playoff run. If you're Oklahoma, that's not what you have to do.
Right.
You don't have to do that. You can make it real obvious that, hey, he's our guy, so that you save your class. And you have him.
What about
decisions he needs to make? Go ahead.
What about your guy up there at Penn State? You still liking Andy?
Andy Kotelnicki.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Dude, he's got to be up in the top hires, dude.
Last year, right? They were talking to him last year. You remember that?
And here's what I like about Kotelnicki. I mean, when he was at Kansas, you seen Kansas. I mean, they was up, and now that he's at Penn State, look what Kansas is doing now. Not a damn thing.
And that's with Daniels being healthy all year. I was shocked as hell to see that.
Yeah,
it's rough, man.
Imagine.
I like Kotelnicki. Kotelnicki's gonna run the rock, and that's what I like about him. I like his pre-snaps, shifts and motions. Like he is very good at that, and he is.
It's not even just eye candy either, right? It's not even just eye candy.
It's a purpose. It's a purpose. He's putting the defense at a disadvantage, with how he moves and uses his tight ends. Like, dude,
we've seen over and over and over again in that game. Every time they shifted the line, our defense couldn't figure out who was supposed to pick up who. I mean, it was just like, damn, these guys can't get this shit right.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of Kotelnicki, dude. He's a good dude. He's a fun guy. Every time I went to the University of Kansas, like, he's an offensive guy. My son was defense, but he always took time to come holler at me, man. I sat in his office once or twice, and just chopped it up with him, man. He's a hell of a dude, man. He's smart, and he's just he's a down to earth cat, man. And I like him. I'm a big fan of what he does on offense for sure.
Yeah, happy Veterans Day, Jason and Big Mike. Sipping, are you a vet, buddy?
Too.
He is.
Happy Veterans Day.
The whole panel of them up here right now. Happy Veterans Day to my boys, all you guys, and happy Veterans Day to all you veterans that are in our comment section as well. We love all you guys.
Go get you some free food today.
Oh, don't worry.
Food today.
Don't worry.
You deserve it.
I got my ID card. I'm going to Golden Corral. Boom. Give me my shit.
Oh, Golden Corral. Huh?
I like it.
No, I might go over to that Chili's restaurant today over there off the Tinker Diagonal. I haven't made up my mind yet.
Damn, Mike, you that close to me?
Yeah, I live out in Luther, brother.
Okay.
If you know where Luther is, little dot on the 1983 alumnus. 8-man football. I was telling Jason on the phone one time, we played 8-man football and we had a scrimmage one summer. Sip, and guess who we had to scrimmage?
Midwest City?
Northwest freaking Classen.
Y'all whooped their ass?
Huh?
Did y'all whoop their ass?
No, they whipped our ass because do you know who their wide receiver was?
That was back when they was good.
Daryl Chew Kennedy was their wide receiver.
Chew Kennedy was a wide receiver?
Yeah. When he played at Northwest, he played wide receiver on the football team and played basketball. And
that ain't fair, man.
Chew was my assignment. I couldn't have caught that fucker on a motorcycle.
Cooked. You got cooked, huh? Cooked.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I said, I could have been riding a motorcycle and I wouldn't have caught him.
Cooked. They baked his ass.
He was special, man. He was special. I didn't know he played football, but we know on that basketball court. He couldn't be fucked with on that basketball court, though.
Hey, I want to go back to one thing with Colt Nicky. Did y'all see earlier in the year when he was pulling, he put that offensive lineman at the H-back and was pulling him across the line, and that lineman was blowing that cat up? I can't remember what game that was. But just imagine Eddie Pierre-Louis in motion. And just like slow-mo, just decleating the motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, right? And when I'm talking about creativeness,
jail time.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. That's assault, bro, for sure. But dude, that's what I when I seen that, when Colt Nicky did that, I'm like, dude, I can see that in my guy EPL just coming through.
Well, hell, that's like Jason said.
With his glasses on, bro, just cleaning up.
Dude,
just
when
like
I
Jason
first
said, I mean, put his big ass back there in the jumbo package and let him do what old boy be doing down there for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Whatever his name is. Yeah.
Good Lord.
I didn't even know first stage when he's doing it.
You know how these recruiting like 247 and all them, they put these Canva handmade things on Twitter showing the player. When I first seen Eddie Pierre and them dreadlocks hanging down to his glasses and his dark glasses, and that scared the bejesus out of me. Even just that picture, I'm like, holy shit! I'd hate to be facing off against this fucker now.
Yeah, he runs fucking 4.7. Shit,
dude, it's ridiculous.
300 pounders.
Listen, and here's the thing too, right? We're talking about offensive coordinators. One stipulation as our new offensive coordinator, and this is non-negotiable. All right, OU Regents, donors, Coach Venables, if you hear me, you better be able to go under center on short yardage.
Thank you.
It's got to be in his package.
Thank you.
Be in his package. That's all I ask.
I knew that was coming, man.
It ain't much, bro. It happened again.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you. I wish that you could. I wish somebody had the balls as a spread it out guy. Air raid or bear raid or whatever you want to fucking call it, veer and shoot. I wish somebody did have the balls to go get back under center and teach them kids how to do it, but they don't.
Because here's the thing I like about being under center. and this is one thing nobody's ever.
You get running downhill. That's easy.
But another thing I like about going under center, it's easier on the play action because you don't look like you're actually handing the ball.
Downhill. Yeah.
When you're under center, when that ball's given to you, you can put that ball on your hip and put your left arm in and you can skedaddle to the left or to the right. They'll never.
That 4th and 1 where we got stopped at midfield. What happened, bro? They got the ball on the short field, went down, put up 7.
Yep.
Or was it a field goal? I can't remember, but they scored after that, bro.
They scored all their points except for they scored all their fucking points pretty much, other than their almost everything off of turnovers. Yeah. Except
I'm not mad at going for it, but damn, man. Just get under center, please. Just get under center.
Well, listen, I get it. And get under center for those short yards. I love that idea. Get into 2 backs, or play a lot of 12 personnel or something, or even 22 personnel. Do it all. I'm good with all that. And that's what you'd love to see a coordinator that does have the balls to be that fucking multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is it even like, do you gotta have big King Kong balls to do that? Like, seriously, man. Do you have to have big ass gorilla nuts?
What do you fucking see doing? What do you see doing?
That's basic.
Guys.
That's basic football, bro.
Listen,
that's a staple in football. It's unbelievable to me.
I agree.
Please don't clip that. Nobody clip that.
It's already fucking done. I already wrote it down.
It's going in my video.
Yeah. God, but it's not even that big of a stretch, bro.
No, it isn't. You're right. And that's the whole point, is if you don't have the stones to go there, I'm with you. But this is the difference in play callers today. That's why I like Tim Beck a lot, because you've seen him do everything. You've seen him run every fucking offense out there.
Jason, do you see Neilio's comment?
That's why he's got the towel back there, Neilio. That's why the center's got a towel back there.
That's what the towel for, baby.
Yeah.
Jesus. James Franklin. What about James Franklin? He's trash.
Yeah.
Trash. Yeah, I got it. Oh, well, I mean, James Franklin. He sucks. Breaking news. James Franklin is still trash.
I mean, it's just rough, man. It's rough for, this year. Like, we had so many damn running backs, you know what I mean? And it's just rough, man. And I just don't think he ever really got a shot, man. There's a lot of dudes that you thought were gonna be good and just didn't pan out this year, man. It just didn't pan out. And I'm at a loss for words with it. You know what I mean? Like, I just it's crazy to me. But yeah, man, I think a lot of cats this year got a rough go at it. You know what I mean? With the injuries and just all the stuff that went on, man. It's just, I wish it could have been better, man. I had high hopes for James Franklin. I still think he could. He's, I don't know if this is last year or not, but man, that would suck if it was, man. I felt bad for the kid.
I can tell you this. I can almost guarantee Sippin's been a Sooner fan as long as I have. And we will tell you, we have probably never seen a mass exodus at this magnitude of injuries at one time. And since we've been following OU football, at least I haven't.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Like I said, man, it's rough and shit. Shit just didn't go our way, and not much you can do about it. And I think we can correct the course and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be all right, though. I mean, that. Are we locked up or?
No, Sippin. I think Sippin might be locked a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
Sippin.
He's given that. He's given that. The jail picture again. So. He looks like he's getting booked. Looks like he's getting booked standing in front of the lines. And the lines on the bricks, it looks like you're fucking measuring how high you are, how tall you are and shit. We got him back now. I got a smile.
Did it right there.
I will tell you this to everybody. Get y'all some this year, because next year we riding out with the posse, and we gonna be kicking your ass up and down the field, kicking your ass between your shoulders. Just come get you some this year, because next year it's gonna be a different story.
Well, and you bet, and I will say that. I mean, Oklahoma, whatever happens with this staff, if you think that Oklahoma is gonna sit on their hands and be shitty in the SEC, you got another thing coming.
No, you tripping, bro.
Yeah, you tripping, dog.
We're going to grab you by the nostrils, and we're going to skull drag you down, up and down your field. I don't care if it's at Tennessee, Denny Bryant, whatever the fuck that. We're going to skull drag.
You know what, Big Mike? You know what? Before the season started, I wanted OU, no matter what, to win 2 games. One was Texas, of course. And the second one, it had to be fucking Missouri. And what happened? We go out there and we lose Missouri. And all year, all we've done is prove these fucking gooch lickers that's over here on these national shows. They look like geniuses right now, don't they?
Yeah.
All because our offense is so fucking man.
Dude,
they had them motherfuckers right where they wanted them.
Bro, these slaps, those slaps the whole year. The whole off season, all of them jokers, and it almost sounded cliche, right? Because everybody was talking about it. Yeah. I'm like, damn, do these jokers like think for themselves, or are they just always piggyback? And then what was the one common thing that they all talk about? Our offensive line. And by golly, they was right.
We was like, oh, Big Bill got this shit under control, and then
but
like I said,
Hey, what did I tell you earlier? I was like, I'm not worried about fucking Oklahoma's offense. How many fucking times did you hear me saying that?
You did. You said that a lot, bro.
A lot.
I did too. But in a sense, I've also been I've been a real big supporter, staunch protector of Big Bill Beadenbow. You can go back to my last 2 or 3 videos. I'm on Big Bill's party train.
Yeah, me too.
Love the man.
But I will say this though. Bill need to he gonna have to do some soul searching, man, because he's gonna have to change his ways just a little bit. Because I mean, these kids, man, dude, I'm too old school. These kids are only getting softer mentally. So at some point, he ain't gonna have nobody to fucking coach. You know what I mean?
I tend to agree with you. I tend to agree with you, Sippin, but there's a lot of kids that recognize that they need it. And
that's true.
Those are the kids. There's still some kids out there, man. You look at Big Marcus Dent and his son Isaiah. You know, that's what they're looking for. You know,
they would look.
It's all about how you, bro. Yeah, it's all about how you raised in the house, man. If you come from one of those households where your parents don't let you get away with that bullshit, you know.
Hey, listen, man.
Everybody
always. Yeah, go ahead.
I tell people all the time, man. You know, when I went to basic training, I was a 19 Delta Scout, so we didn't have basic training. We didn't have basic training in AIT. We had a program that was called OSEC. That means high stress level from day 1 to the day you fucking graduate.
Yep.
No mercy, says Uncle Percy. But I'm just saying, like, I came from my mom raised me and my brother until we was like 11 by herself. So she was hard as fuck on us, man. She wasn't playing no games, and she would put your ass under the ground if you crossed her. So, you know, so that's why I'm so old school, you know, like I mean, you can't really, I mean, when I got to basic training, man, that was the easiest time of my damn young life. You know, I was already living with a drill sergeant my entire life. So when I got to basic training, that was a cakewalk, you know, and I ran track and cross country in high school at Midwest City. So I was already in shape. They couldn't break me down physically. They couldn't break me down mentally.
Huh?
Basic training was fun for me.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
that was
PG.
fun
He's
as I
the platoon
watched.
guy.
No, I didn't want. I was flashboard guy. I had that flashboard around my neck with the chain on my damn neck, running to the armory back and forth. But
Oof.
no, so and when you sit there and you see some of these guys, they come in and they just ain't mentally tough like that. You know what I mean? We got there. We started off with 43 people. My platoon. We graduated with 17. You just see them crumble right next to you, standing there in formation. Just tap out. They can't take it no more. You know.
Yeah, it's like,
for me,
like me being 11 Bravo. You know, I went from basic. Well, I didn't have an AIT. It was infantry training. Then after infantry training, I went to Scout Sniper School, and then after Scout Sniper School, I went to Ranger to the Ranger class, Ranger training. And let me tell you,
you tried to make the Rangers.
Do what?
He did
tried to make the Rangers.
I was a Ranger.
Graduated Ranger School. He graduated Ranger School.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I was 3rd of the 75th Ranger Battalion. But let me tell you what. You talking about being broke down after Ranger School? Shit.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I told this to Jason when I graduated Ranger. When I graduated Ranger School, when I got home, I was calling my mom and dad to tell them that I'd graduated. 3 days later, I woke up with the receiver in my hand. I went to sleep for 3 days.
Damn. Hey man, that's what it do though, man, you know. But yeah, all that just to say, man, you know, Bill Meatbo, like I said, I don't want to replace him. He's still the man, but I do see where he's going. These kids just ain't built like that now, no more, man. You know, you got a handful like your son.
As a general, for sure.
Your son, like he got some of that in him. He got some of that Ronnie Lott running through his blood over there.
Hey, nobody went harder on my son than me. Like I listen, man. I've cussed him up and down so many times. Like, you know, like that's just what it is, man. I was hard on him. I wasn't like, oh, you know, you could do better on this. Like, you know, no, dude, no, and he hated it. Don't get me wrong. Like there was points where he didn't talk to me, but listen, man, I always tell all my kids this: bro, I ain't your friend. You know what I mean? I'm your dad, and I'm gonna be hard on you. I'm gonna shoot it straight. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because at the end of the day, nobody loves you more than I do. And nobody wants to see you succeed more than I do. And especially with my son Mike, like I realized he was like, he had it, you know what I mean? And I wasn't like he wasn't like other kids in high school, right? All these other kids, like they want to go out and have the little parties or whatever. Nah, dude, you bring your ass home by 10 o'clock. I'm like, nothing good happens after that time at night anyway. And you can't put yourself in the same position as these other kids that are out in the farms partying and drinking and putting their, you know, at risk. Like it ain't happening. He hated me for it, but I don't give a shit. Like that's not happening, dude. You know, and I was just tough on him. You know what I mean? There's, you know, especially as he was getting ready to go to college and you know, stuff like that. And he just wanted to get out. And you know, we had our little arguments and our little back and forth, but you know, he had to realize, like, listen, man, you under my house. Like I pay the bills in here. You know, me and your mom pay the bills, and it is what it is. But he's realizing it now, man. And it wasn't because, you know, I hated him or anything like that. It was all out of love, and there needs to be discipline and some structure, and you ain't just finna do whatever you want.
Big Mike, you live in Kansas?
Yeah. Junction City.
Yeah. What's Legends Podcast? What is Junction City? Yeah, he's
yeah.
Are you still with us there, Sipping? Did we lose you?
He froze up, bro.
There he is again.
You remember?
Damn.
You remember?
Do you remember?
I remember. We got the Phil Collins.
Get that little Michael Jackson too.
I remember.
Oh man, yeah, we lost him again. Shit.
Yeah. We'll remember that when he comes back. We'll pick that. All right, hey, we lost you right there. You asked me if I was in Kansas. So I said, yeah, I live in JC, Junction City.
So, do you remember Dyron?
Damn it.
It just got to the name, man. I don't know what's going on lately.
Willie Nelson, man.
Yeah. I guess we got to quit blowing smoke into the damn computer.
Or the ghost of Jimi Hendrix is back.
Yeah.
You know what?
Going under center in short yardage. Yeah, you will. We saw Kyler doing it.
What? Yeah, it happens all the time.
We saw Kyler doing it this weekend, and he's never been under center until he got to the NFL. Which coach is the must stay? Because I'm up in the air about any coach on this team. It's got to be the one that's got to stay. It's got to be Big Bill in that damn offensive line class he's got coming in, plus the line class that he had in the 24K class that includes EPL and Autry Dent and
Eugene
Brooks, Sosa.
Yeah, and you what's the kid from over the pond, across the pond?
Akinkumi, UK Dan, Daniel Akinkumi.
Yeah, UK Dan. We can't
get his ass in there too, bro.
Listen,
get his ass in there.
Shit, we lost him again. He popped in and popped right back out. Damn. So I think that you have to. And okay, is that the best option? No, it's not the best option. No, it isn't. Here's why it's a decent option, though. What they have done, as far as we're talking about OC right now, is that the best option or not? I don't know. I don't think it is, but I would tell you this. Craddock he's led one of the top offenses in the country for 4 years in a row now. Since he got the fuck away from Chad. Since then, Chad got fired from a fucking high school. So, we can say that Craddock ain't the guy, but he turned a guy that was a third string walk-on into a guy that's going to be an All-American this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they were winning big games. Whenever he was at Troy. I don't have a problem with him so much. I think that he would be my top guys are Colton Icky and Stein. And then it would go down to, I just got done saying that if Okie Light was smart, that they'd go get GJ Kinney. But that would be my next step. I would make GJ Kinney and Mac Leftwich tell me no. I'd get them both.
Do you think that's big enough for the fan base and people in Norman? Do you think DJ Kinney is big enough?
Well, if the fan base doesn't understand what GJ Kinney is, they're crazy. Because look at what he did with Cam Ward. At Incarnate Word, they're the ones that developed Cam into what he needed to be to get that Miami gig, because they sucked ass at Washington State after the first few games last year.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't because of that. Now, he played pretty well, but I'm telling you, man, GJ has done the job everywhere he's been. They already beat Baylor. At playing at Texas State, first year at Texas State, you walk into Baylor and beat the fucking shit out of them. It wasn't even close. So I'm just saying, he keeps on sending quarterbacks. He keeps on sending them. The guy that they had this year, where did that guy end up going from last year? He had a guy that ended up at a major Power 5 school.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
I'm trying to remember his name at this point, but GJ's done a great job. That would be the next one for me. And then after that, then you look at, Craddock, probably be the next one.
Mm-hmm.
But I would also say that I think that I don't think you have to make a huge splash. I don't think the name has to be flashy. I think that the damn results got to be flashy as shit, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who you get. I can tell you they're going to pan it.
Thank you, ATX. Sooner appreciate
And
it.
I understand. I understand that, like,
Let me read the super chat
no
real
matter
quick.
who you get.
ATX. My boy sipping. Happy Veterans Day, boys. Y'all got balls of steel compared to me. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Good video last night, man. Enjoyed it. He was in there ranting it up too, and loving on this team too. People are gonna bitch. That's how it is. They're gonna bitch no matter who gets hired, no matter who the hire is.
That's what I was about to say. There's going to be a side of the fan base and people that aren't going to be happy with it. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And I'm going to.
We're happy with Levy.
And that T Boomer comment is funny.
When I seen a
funny.
podcast yesterday morning, I was shocked, and I need to tell people right now, y'all need to quit with your bullshit about wishing Julie Venables cancer back. It was. Go watch Jay from Unfair Sports. It was on his podcast yesterday morning.
Oh man,
it's from social media. Jay said it.
Okay, hold on. I don't know where that came from. Did it come from our fan base or from somebody else's fan base?
It was from our fan base.
All right. Well, I'm not going to talk about that on this show. If you ever fucking say something like that on this show, anybody, you're gone quick.
You say something like that, man. Come see me. Let's have a talk.
Yeah. Have the balls to say that shit to somebody's face. Pieces of shit.
I ain't hard to find.
Can y'all hear me now? Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Ooh, boy, that pissed me right off.
I
sat there and my jaw dropped when I was watching Jay's after. It's his day after reaction when he does his lip.
That was brought up, but it gets some fucking people. Nobody in this damn stream says shit like that. We've got some dumbasses from time to time. Most part, we don't see shit like that. And anybody who said that shit would get immediately zapped from here before I ever saw it. I already know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all I would say is, fucking come find somebody and say that shit to their face.
Yeah, because I lost a mother to cancer.
We've all lost somebody to cancer.
I just lost my cousin last month.
That's right.
Yeah, so you say that, I just lost my cousin last month, and his wife and a couple of the kids came down to the Missouri game. Was at the Missouri game sitting with us.
But anyway, I just thought Jason, I didn't know if you saw that on Jay's pod yesterday.
I didn't see that, man. But yeah, and we're not going to keep up with that. That's fucking retarded stuff. everybody say a prayer for Julie. Because she's doing good. I mean, for God's sake.
Jay said it's gotten so bad on his channel that these last two games, he's thinking about shutting off the comments in his videos.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is why you guys want to know why I'm so freaking, why I say this shit. I don't let things go very far here on my channel. I'm probably a little too sensitive at times, but I don't give a shit. You know better than to say shit like that in here.
Yeah.
But there's stuff.
You say that anywhere, bro. You don't do that, bro. What kind of? That's evil, man. Like, you have to be a decent human being out here, bro. You get your ass beat fucking around saying shit like that, bro.
Football, man. It's football, and look, I get it. We want to be better. We expect more from this football team. This is not about football when you start talking about that. And so, come on, let's be real here for a minute. Let's put some perspective.
Hey, Ryan Mullins, I'm gonna give them that response all day, every day. They want a response like that. I'm gonna give them that response all the time because they're tripping, bro, and they need to get their shit kicked in.
Yeah. Yep. That's the problem. Is enough people haven't gotten their fucking ass kicked in their life.
That's right.
They'll say shit like that. They'll say shit like that on social media. It's just like, I'll call out. There's a few people that I've had to call out and stuff like that. One recently, that 129 dude, fuck that punk. You don't stand behind a fucking anonymous name on damn YouTube or Twitter or whatever, talking your shit.
Yeah.
Punk. That's you know what we call that? Pussy. We call that pussy.
Dude, I tell you what, I got my ass handed to me one time at Hunter Army Airfield in Savannah, Georgia, by a Navy SEAL that I thought that I could whoop. Shit, it was 2 hits. Him hitting me and me hitting the ground.
Dude,
I got up after I was knocked the fuck out. I said, "I'm buying you a beer." That was the hardest I have ever been hit in my life.
I had a Marine hit me so hard that I flew across the room under some fucking table in a bar. And we were only in the fucking thing because we had a big mouth friend that got his ass whipped. We were just, yeah, that sucked. I hit that guy hard 3 times and he spit blood out smiling at me. I was like, this is this was gonna hurt. Oh shit, here we go.
This is me being young, dumb, and full of piss and vinegar. Just got my black beret.
People have their ass whipped though. That's the point. If you can run your mouth like that and not worry about consequences, then you haven't had your ass whipped.
Yep.
You're a piece of shit. I mean, who does that? Who does that?
That was just me telling I've had my ass whipped before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know you have, because who would say something? I mean, even if you haven't, there's something wrong if that's where you're headed with shit like that. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Fuck.
Yeah. Listen.
Hey, did you guys catch this deal with BYU and Utah?
No, I didn't. Enlighten us, Jason.
They're tripping. Hey, Utah, newsflash, Utah is fucking hates the Big 12. Hates the fucking Big 12. Utah hates the Big 12. They feel like they got screwed worse than what that non-call was for that, in the Missouri game. But their AD he hit the podium before Whittingham got on there and was talking about how they got screwed out of the game and that they were happy about being in the Big 12, but now they're not. All kinds of shit. I mean, and here's the thing: when it comes to those Utes, man, they have not. The Utah fans have not endeared themselves to anyone in the Big 12. Now, did they get screwed a bit? Or I don't know. I mean, no calls happen. But here's the thing, and this is one thing that, and I heard this from Bomber, and I'll give it to him that this is a BYU fan, but he's not wrong. You don't get killed by a call. Here's the thing: Utah had a 21-point fucking lead and blew it and lost 22-21. So that means they had more than one chance to put that game away when you're up 21 in the first half. There was opportunities when you lose in the fourth quarter on a bad call. Okay. But we've had to deal with this at Oklahoma last year. Look at what happened. And you know what? How many times have we said, yeah, they fucked us with the deal on Stoops not getting that tackle in the damn end zone. But what really screwed us? Lebby called a shit game, and they should have been blowing them out.
Mm-hmm.
Had they been doing their job, it would have never came down to the rest to get screwed.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Those Mormons absolutely loathe Utah and vice versa. They do indeed. But it was wild, wasn't it?
Hey, shout out to T Boomer, his wife.
Shout out to T Boomer and his wife. I was just fixing to say that as well. Glad that she's 5 months free of cancer. We're still praying for her, man. Hope everything's going good.
Still praying for her, brother.
Awesome stuff.
T Boomer's my guy.
He's my dude, man. We love that guy.
Okay. Always got wonderful comments.
What's that?
He's always got great comments in the chat, man. Sometimes when you don't hear me or see me commenting, it's because I'm laughing at T Boomer's comments.
Yeah.
Especially when he
calls fifth down, suck it up. Oh, been there. Oh, I remember the fifth down. The fit
Yep.
down with Nebraska. That was a Nebraska game, right?
Yep.
No doubt. Never leave the game up to the rest, Satterfield says. That's right. And to go that far, and that's like I said, the thing about Utah is that they're the ones that coined the fucking phrase truck stop conference for the Big 12.
Truck stop conference.
Which is, I mean, if you're smart, you use the shit out of that if you're the Big 12. I mean, I'd have every
freaking awesome.
Son of a bitch. Believe that.
Truck stop. Do they got the lot lizards?
Yeah, you got it. It ain't a truck stop without the lot lizards.
Without the lot lizards, it's not a truck stop. It's just a place.
Gas station.
It's just
got
a
a
gas
funny-
station. It's a gas station. That's what it is. That's right.
I used to haul pipe from Houston to Oklahoma City.
I used to deliver pipe.
But anyway, okay, oil filled pipe, casing.
Hey, that followed up after the
great.
lot lizards. Just I couldn't control myself.
That
was
one was good. But anyway, my mom always went on the road with my dad when he was a truck driver when I was a kid. So, Mom, I took her on a run with me down to Houston. We get loaded. We're at this truck stop. We're getting us something to eat in Houston. Blah blah blah. We get in a truck. This lot lizard climbs up on the side of my truck. She said, "Hey, you need some company?" And I'm like, "Hell no." I said, "I don't keep with you." Blah blah blah. I'm not going to say on the line what I said. And I said, "Plus, my mother is with me." She said, "She can join too." My mama. Jason, I've told you about Mama, 5'2" coon ass. She unbuckles her belt and flies up, bop, bust her right in the bridge of her nose and knocked her. I mean, I thought I was going to have to bail Mama out of jail because they did call the police up to the truck stop. But she can join too.
Oh yeah, Colorado. It was the Colorado game, not Nebraska. That's right. I forgot about that. That's funny shit.
Oh man, Mike, you had me crying right there, bro. I had to
Me
mute
too,
myself,
man. He
bro.
said I used to haul pipe. So did I.
Oh God,
So did I.
damn, that was good.
Hey, I always, in some way or another, do I not always bring the juice and make everybody
Oh,
laugh?
bro,
Always
that was
good, bro.
crazy. That was crazy.
But
That
guys,
was
I
crazy,
got
man.
to
Everybody would be doing it. You know, Mark Jams is right. That's the one thing I will say is that as much as we're panning this football team and these coaches, it ain't an easy job. And it ain't an easy job even at a place like Oklahoma. Now that doesn't excuse you because they do get paid a lot of money to do that job very well. So, you know, you can't.
Mike's still laughing.
That's still great. It is great. But
Well, guys, I do have to get. It's a Monday, and I usually do my Monday after. So, Jason, as always, my brother, thank you for having me on. I don't know what I did to deserve to come on your podcast, but thank you for allowing me to. I will now go into my cage, and Mike, I will see you at 3:00 this afternoon.
Yes, you will.
all right, guys. We appreciate you coming in, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Good
We'll
talking
make
to
sure
you.
Get over there this afternoon on the Mike and Mike in the afternoon on Sooner Legends podcast. That's the place to be on Monday afternoons. They'll be talking about more of this stuff. You'll have Bishop Frank in there as well. Always got a good panel in there. Make sure you get over there, become a subscriber as well. Appreciate you, Mike.
You anytime, Jason.
Who the fuck is that guy?
We'll see you later, guys.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
I used to haul pipe.
Dude.
pipe.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Dude, that was funny.
Legends of
That
Truth.
was funny.
He's always,
Dude,
it's always
damn.
that or drinking the bath water or some shit like that. He's always got something good for us going. Holy cow, most lot lizards look like they can make more money recycling Coke cans. Yeah, you know, if you were better looking, you wouldn't be at the damn truck stop, bro. I mean, that's just kind of how it works. But you know, hey, everybody's got their own job. They got their lot in life. Your dad was Navy SEALs, retired. It was rough growing up under his roof. Woo, yeah, buddy. I'm sure it was. Yeah, I was a JTAC, and I know I was rougher than fuck on my kids. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Got to deliver some afternoon pipe delight. Attaboy, Matt. We appreciate you coming in. Yeah, pretty much I think we've been going. Yeah, we're getting close to 3 hours here, and I got stuff to do this afternoon as well. Folks, if you haven't hit that like button, I'm wondering what the hell we're doing wrong here. We've been talking good stuff for you. We're talking about everything, and look, we're giving you your. We love to give the audience, you know, opportunity to talk to us about what's going on, and I think it's fair to talk to us about what you think and what you feel about what the football team's doing. What I would tell you is that you know that they're not going to give up. You know that these are, you know, they've recruited guys that care. You know, you saw Danny crying on the sideline after the game whenever they were doing the alma mater, and so you have to know that this means a lot to everybody there, and it sucks. And I would say that it means a hell of a lot to JJF too. He's a fucking Sooner. So, you know, this means a lot to everybody in the room. You got to figure something out. There's no doubt. But I do believe that if you can get the right guy offensively and gets most of your guys back, you keep this offensive line class from last year and the year before, plus the one coming in right now, which is the best offensive line class in the country. They're not that far away. Got to get a quarterback, got to figure it out. But they're not that far away. And look, yeah, SEC, I would say the same thing than what Mike just said a few minutes ago. Better get it now. Get it now, because it won't last for long. This is Oklahoma. There's only one, and they're not going to be Missouri from now on. No disrespect, Rob. Not to you anyway. But yeah, I mean, you know, you got bums like Drink talking that shit after the game. Wow. He didn't talk all that shit before the game, which that tells you a lot about him. That tells you a lot about him, right? Appreciate it, Satterfield. Appreciate it, man. And yeah, to all of you veterans out there, we appreciate your service. Thank you so much. All you folks in there, and I was so glad to have the guys that I had. Sipping Sooner, thanks for coming in, man. Always good to see you. Can't wait to start seeing more of your content back out there. Make sure you get over there and get on one of his old videos and encourage him to bring his ass back. He needs to hear it. You know, get over there and keep on with Sipping. So he's pretty close to being monetized. If he's not monetized, we need to get him back on. But yeah, and Mike, man, as always, appreciate you having in here. We had Marcus in here earlier again. We love having these two guys on the show, but man, you've been with me now for about 2 months. Every Monday, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. It's a good time, man. Like I said, man, I got some time, man. I don't know how much it's gonna be after the new year or whatever when I start working again. But yeah, I got time, man. But before I want to get out of here, I just want to shout out all my vets out there. All my 1506 Curry, he's stand alone. All my former drill sergeants, this will defend. My dreadnoughts, my Iron Rangers, all my Devils, and the Dragon team, man. I appreciate you guys, and without y'all, you know, I couldn't have done my 20 years, and you know, all the great soldiers and great leaders I had that helped me and made me look good in my 20 years of service, man. I appreciate y'all. Salute.
Absolutely. Salute to all you guys as well. You know, all my crew from the USAF days. Hey man, love all you guys, and love. Hey, just everybody who served. If you had the nerve to put on the uniform, serve, whatever you did, doesn't even matter. I appreciate it, and we salute you for sure. And yeah, salute you there, Big Bo, for being the man you were out there doing that stuff, protecting this country the way you did, man. I appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, guys. Hey guys, we appreciate everybody coming in. If you hadn't already hit the like button, make sure that you did that. Look, you can also get early access to the columns that I'm writing every week now. You will even listen. I want you guys to be letting me know what you want me to write about. I've been dropping these, and we're going to continue doing that. Probably going to be seeing it a few other places, but we'll make sure that you get it out to all the people that are in our Discord. We'll get it a day earlier than everybody else. So we're enjoying that as well. But hey, you get the Discord if you become a member of the channel, which is as low as $2.99 a month. You can get that for it's about half of a coffee. So get in there, check that out. It'll help you out, and it definitely helps out the channel. I'm still waiting on somebody to kind of give me some different designs for our merch stuff, but we got some pretty cool shit in there. It's hofmedia.us/pod-merch. And as a matter of fact, if we get, let's see, I'll check on it on Wednesday. We'll be giving away, we're going to give away a couple more hats and shirts. And so those will be coming up here pretty soon. And for you guys that got the last ones that we gave away, send us a picture, man. You know the email because we talked already. So send us a picture of it. Check us out in it. I mean, you can do it however you want. You don't necessarily have to show your whole face, but if you would, we'd love it. We'd love to share it on here. And hey man, I appreciate you, T-Burn. We appreciate you guys all being on here too. ATX, my man, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. I'm gonna get some stuff like that. I've actually got a link for you, Big Mike, so you can jump on and grab something too. I want you to get a hat, and the same for ATX as well. We're gonna do some of that. Tyrell James, thank you, my man. We appreciate it. But yeah, y'all let us know. Check out the merch store if you want just officially licensed merchandise from Fanatics. You can go through our partner link and get a better deal. hofmedia.us/fanatics. Just jump on there. You get the best deal you're going to get. And, man, it's a good time to get it all. Good time to get it all. Right around Christmas time is coming. So, make sure that you do some gift giving and help us out in the process. The free way, just hit the like button, folks. If you just hit the like button and share, it helps us a bunch. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Want to put my helmet on sweatpants. The helmet that you got on your, right there, the horns down one. I like it. Okay. Shoot me that in it's jw@hofmedia.us. I'll put it in there now.
Yep.
You can send me that design and I'll make sure that it gets on there. All right, guys. Charles, what did you miss? You missed a lot, man. It's been almost 3 hours. Man. You missed a lot, bro. You can go back and watch some of it because we were talking some shit. Just so you know, news flash. We talk the most shit right here. Newsflash. We talk the most shit right here. No, we have a lot of fun in here. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll see you all on the next one.